All right, Griz Nation, we are back. This is the Fight on Montana podcast, coming to you on Sunday as we record this on a Griz Sunday, Griz win Sunday. So 6-0,
Heck yeah, victory Sunday, 6-0.
better than 4-2, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely better. Even though other people would say that's not the case, but hey, 6-0 is 6-0.
Yep, 2 of those wins are top 15. Even now, probably not because stupid Idaho lost, but
yeah, they seem a bit fraudulent, but UND, like I saw Sam Herder put a poll out. He's got them at 6th, UND. So they just need to keep winning. That's a good win.
Yeah. Yep, keep winning. So, how was your Sunday, man? What did you guys do?
Man, I did not have a very big Sunday. I did. So Saturday though, morning, went winterize the camper. Nice. And I'm glad I went early because that was like a much longer process. It's stored like an hour from where we live. And it took me a lot longer than I thought it was gonna. And I made it back at like 1:30. So like the good thing is I was listening to Varsity app, the pregame and stuff. But yeah, I made it back a half hour before game time and was able to catch the Griz, and was so glad that the offense decided to show up in the second half. But
let's be honest, that was like the fourth quarter.
Well, it's true. But I will say though, I was really pleased with the defense.
Yeah,
because last week you and I both talked about this. I mean, I thought this was going to be another high-scoring game because the Cal Poly offense looked. I mean, against Davis and stuff, they looked good. Like they were putting points up, and our defense, shut them down. We
weren't expecting what they did at quarterback either, and we'll get into that.
No, not at all. I was like, So otherwise, like today, man, not a whole lot. So my wife bought me this pano picture of the Washington Grizzlies Stadium like 10 years ago. And at the time I was just like, I had no idea what framing cost. And it was like, oh my God, I'm not paying that. So I just rolled it up and put it away. Well, I decided I finally needed to get that done and hung it up, and it looks awesome up there I love those pano pictures of the stadium showing the whole thing.
They're awesome.
It's weird though, because the picture's from let's see here. It was from an App State game. And so most of the stadium's finished, but like the south end zone, like there's some new stuff they've added to it that isn't in there. And so it's interesting looking at that. And I even have an old picture of the stadium when I was playing, like my first year in 99 when it was still grass. And that's wild to look at too, that someone gave to me. And so, but it's cool having that up.
That is awesome. Remember when they played Eastern Washington and it was like the snow?
Oh yeah.
So I have the background. I have this still.
Oh, that's cool.
Wouldn't that be cool for like a? But that would be so cool.
That is way cool.
But yeah, that's just a background that we.
One I've got is like it was the first game of the year against App State one year.
Oh, okay.
So it's all sunny and it shows Mount Sentinel and stuff, Mount Jumbo, and it looks really cool. But I just love those. The reason I got it was I saw like a customer of mine had like the Oklahoma Sooners Stadium.
Oh, cool.
Where do you get that? And I finally found a Griz one, and it just took me like 10 years to actually
get it up.
But it looks awesome now. It looks way cool. So
it's okay. I have my grandfather's a 1982 or 1989 game ball when they beat Idaho or Idaho State. Anyway, when they were number one and they beat them at Griz. And
that's awesome.
I have that ball, and I've been like trying, and I finally got it in like a case.
Oh, cool.
And so I have his letter. I guess back when he was in the 50s, when he played, they had Letterman's wool blankets.
Oh wow!
And so I have a wool blanket of his, and then my cousin has his Hall of Fame jacket, which is super cool.
That's awesome.
And then I have his I guess the Letterman also got like a wool blanket and a Stein.
Oh, cool.
And the Stein is super cool. And so I have that like sitting by the ball. So
you're gonna have to like take a picture of that and like put it on, since we're on YouTube. People
sometime
you're gonna put that up. That is
definitely
wicked cool.
So but other than that, guys, my Sunday was just a whole lot of birthday parties. We had 2 birthday parties, one for family and one for a friend of my daughter's, and a whole lot of nothing. So after that,
one of our listeners, Bridger Lord, has been really busy. He just texted me or messaged me on X.
Yeah.
He's like, I feel I need to share this with the pod. All right, I'm going to try to share it. Like, hold it up to the screen here. Look at this. He did a pumpkin of Otto, the slobbering grizzly. There we go.
That is super cool.
It's so cool. I was like, that's wicked awesome. We were just before we started, we were both talking about how cool that was. And I took a picture of Adam and showed him an old pennant I had from the 80s.
Yep.
I was a kid that had the slobbering bear. And God, that's just a wicked cool logo.
Well, I had a coworker of mine that I saw at this birthday party, and she's a Wyoming Cowboys fan. And
sure.
we
don't hate them. I'm okay with the Cowboys.
No, they're fine. They're fine. But she's like, you guys got new jerseys this week. And I'm like, yeah, we did. And she's like, yeah, I saw them on game day. She's like, why did you ever go away from the slobbering bear logo? That is like the coolest. She's like,
love that thing.
Yeah. She's like, she likes the Pistol Pete logo that they have, the old school logo.
Sure. Yeah.
But she's like, that is the best. And she's like, why would you ever go away? And I'm like, there's a lot of things I don't understand that, the colors and all that stuff. So,
like anything, think about any company or university, everybody changes their logos and stuff eventually. You should try to freshen things up. Like a quick example, I work for Anderson Windows. We changed ours a couple years ago. And I thought, man, I think we've only changed it a couple of times. I think we've changed it like 45 times over the 30-year history. It's like, oh my gosh. So everybody does a refresh. The cool thing is when you can bring that stuff back. And this one with the response, I mean, when they dropped that on Monday, like you and I were both thinking, it's got to be with the night party like it's 95. Yeah. Then they drop it. I'm glad they dropped it early and it wasn't a surprise because the marketing behind that, it blew up and was trending on X and everywhere. Yep. And then, of course, like you said, we saw different sports banner highlights. And then when they actually put it on game day and they were showing it, I mean, I guess it was on the Dan Patrick show too. I mean, it was everywhere. People are just like, and the number of like people sharing it on X that have nothing to do with the Griz. I mean, this is huge marketing, not only just for the university, but for recruiting too. It's so big.
Exactly. And also just, I would love anybody know the number, just the sales of money that probably they got from that weekend.
Oh my God.
Because I know it's probably astronomical. Like everybody's buying the old stuff.
They are. Everybody's. I mean, I am. You are. Yeah. Everybody's trying to find the thing is there's lots of shady sites out there too. So please be careful. Because like there's some sweet shoes that I keep trying to find, and it's like, what site is this? Like it's So be careful when you're out there. I made the mistake and ordered from a shady site, and we'll see if that stuff actually shows up.
I made Luke a little skeptical and nervous because I saw one that said Montana on it, and I was like, "Ooh, Montana."
I'm like, oh, hopefully that's not what I got coming. Because the thing is some of them look so legit.
Oh yeah,
the Nike site I was ordering from, and it wasn't until after I was done ordering that it sent me like the confirmation. I was like, oh boy, I have never heard of this before. Well, we'll see what happens here. But like, I'm sure the U's got a ton of stuff in the bookstore, and how Shills is, and like I'm excited because not this weekend, but the following weekend when we play Sac State, I'm driving out to Washington because I'm going fishing with my dad and stuff, and definitely going to make a quick pit stop in Missoula
to the bookstore
and stuff to get some bookstore and Shields. I'm going to stop at both of them just to see what gear they have and what old school gear, because I want more. Yeah, like that's the one. I don't have like a nice polo shirt in. I want to get like the old school copper colors and the polo for work and stuff.
I even like the polo shirt would be cool. I love polo shirts, but I even like Seth Bodner was on there, and he had like that 3/4 zip. That was so cool.
Way nice. I'm sure that's from the book.
And I love the players had the black shirt that had auto on it. Those were cool.
Those were awesome. And those ones you won't get. Like the players always wear cool stuff. You're like, how do we get that? Yeah, you don't.
Yeah. No, you don't. No.
Like,
dang it. We need some ends.
So speaking of shirts, if you're watching right now, I'm wearing a maroon shirt with pink lettering. Yep. And I just want to remind everybody that you can get these at Shields and I think the bookstore, because this weekend's game is the pink game. It's the breast cancer awareness game. That it's huge for me because my wife is a breast cancer survivor. And so I went, and even though we're not going to be there, I bought 3 of these, one for each of us at the house. and got them from Shields, and they shipped them right up to us. So be sure to get your pink gear out for this weekend's game. And I love it, the fact that we support breast cancer awareness and stuff in October here. So
exactly. Go do that. So support that awesome cause as well. So, but you were also saying the GSA. I was going to share.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
The auction tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow at 2 p.m., the GSA is putting on an auction, and you actually can go pre-register now so that you're ready to go for it. And this is all legit, this one.
Yeah.
Not like some of the other things that I've got going on, but this one is legit. And it's 32 auctions is what the site is called. And you just go on there, put your email in, sign up. I already did it. And they've got a ton of cool stuff that is going to be on there, from like, they've got an old vintage, not the helmets you saw here, but one that matches 95 with the Griz script.
Oh, really?
Dickinson signed. That one's going to be up for auction. They have the actual helmets that the guys wore in the game. Those are $1,000 a piece.
There's some of them signed for like $1,500 too.
Yeah. So there's, and then every jersey is going to be sold, and there's about doubles of every number.
Yeah.
Now some of the jerseys are buy it now for $300. Now the most popular numbers are not that way. They are going to be up for auction. But the thing when I saw that at first, I was like, oh man, they're not going to wear them again. No. In big print at the bottom of the site, it says all items that are won will not be shipped until season is over. So that tells me they're going to wear these again. I mean, with the popularity of them and the players, today, every time they got a question asked about them, they're like, oh my God, I love them.
Yeah.
All the players love them. So it's like,
I think with the outcry, they should do it at least once a year.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, they have the helmet
jerseys. I mean, like, you got the black ones. It's like, well,
yeah.
Why don't we make this our once a year jersey, these cool colors, rather than the black ones? I'd rather see these.
I'd rather see these.
And not auction off the helmets. Like, just keep them and do this every year, because I don't know. Even if they auction them off, still just put the slobber and grizzly bear on the side of that silver helmet. That would be
my gosh, that would be cool too. The logo is my favorite. I love the logo.
I love it. I think it was Rob Stack that decided to do that. Put the slobbering bear on the side of the helmet, and that was bravo, Rob. That big awesome move there, because that's really what sold it. I mean, that's even on game day, they zoomed in on it, like, look at this, and they're like, we love that freaking grizzly bear on there. So cool.
It is by far the best logo out there, so I love it. So well, let's go into some Griz roundup here, guys. We had a busy weekend for Griz sports, so soccer. Let's get into it. They won this weekend twice, so that's good. Yeah. They had a game Thursday. Come on, going down. They beat Weber State 4-0, and then today they beat Idaho State 1-0. So that's always good, because we are in first place in the standings. So going into this next weekend, I think Sacramento State is up there in the standings as well. Yeah, so. We play them Sunday, and then we finish the season at Portland State on the 23rd. So last two games of the year for conference until the Big Sky tournament. As you guys know, it's in Missoula this year, November 5th through the 7th, or 5th through the 7th, and then the 9th. So 5th through the 9th, they give a day off in between, so for those games. So hopefully we can pull those off and get into the tournament, the national tournament. We haven't been there for, I think, 2 years now. So but that's soccer. Going into volleyball.
I was just chuckling because I just got a text. I'm going to share it real quick.
Yes.
Text said, it says, sounds like Meatless is a candidate for Oregon State coach. And I thought, Meatless? Oh, vegan.
Oh, I was like, Meatless? For who?
For Oregon State, because Oregon State fired their coach too.
Oh, they did.
Everybody's getting fired.
Penn State fired.
I know, Franco. God.
Michigan State's gonna fire their coach, unfortunately. I think.
Oh, that was
Smith.
Jonathan Smith.
Yeah,
I probably should have just stayed at Oregon State, huh?
Probably.
Probably. Yeah.
They'll probably just hire him back.
Probably. It's interesting that, it'll be interesting with all these firings, like, because they're going to be looking at some FCS coaches and stuff. Because, like, DeBoer and, like, some of these other ones, it's like they're, you just never know. So, sorry, I totally, like, just derailed us there. Let's talk about volleyball. It cracked me up. That was Tyler Martin. He said that. I was like, oh, my God, meatless.
God. That's so funny.
That's so funny.
All right, volleyball. Let's get into volleyball. I think they played Thursday, or did they play Thursday? Sorry for the screen, guys. I'm going down here.
They played, what was it? Keep going down.
Yeah, they played Saturday. They beat Northern Arizona.
Yeah, they beat Northern Arizona. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And so then they lost. It was a sellout crowd, too.
Oh, my God.
Really high crowd. It was amazing.
Huge. Yeah, I watched that whole thing, and the crowd was into it. And, man, the girls, like, some of the girls on our team, this is the first time I watched them this year. They got some tomahawks. I mean, they are just crushing that ball down. It was just like, holy buckets.
It's really cool to watch them, too. So
I think if we would have got that first set, we would have won this dang thing. But
I think so, too.
Sets, and then we got a little behind in that fifth set and just couldn't pull it off.
Well, they battled so hard to get back into it, and then that fifth set, it was just a little too much, a little too late. So,
but I think between MSU and the Griz, those are the two best volleyball teams. This year.
I think so too. So they'll go Thursday. They'll go to Sac State and play the Sac State there, and then they'll go to they go to Portland State on that Saturday. So don't they play twice for? I want to see if they have to go to. They've got to go to Bozeman. Yeah,
there we go. November 7th. So it'd be sweet to go back and win the mainline trophy back.
Exactly, and I love that they have a trophy for that.
It's cool. That little belt thing is pretty sweet.
Yep. So, and I guess that happened during after the pandemic in 2020.
Yeah, it was 2021 or something like that.
Yep.
But it's cool because on the little bell they've got our logo and the neighbor's logo embroidered on it and stuff.
Yep.
And it just makes, anytime you're playing for a trophy, it just makes it that much more,
Exactly. So going to tennis, men's tennis and women's tennis. Give them some love here. Men's tennis, their last invitational was the 19th of September, and they had won that invitational. They are going to Vegas, the ITA Mountain Regional, this Wednesday through the following Monday. So they haven't had one until this next one this week. So good luck to the men. If we go to the ladies, don't have. I don't think they had anything, so that's why I don't have them up. But let's go to golf.
Hockey's about to start up too here pretty soon.
Yeah, and so we'll have to do that too because they don't have them on their Go Griz site.
No, because
they're a club team. So
isn't it considered D2?
I think it's considered Division 2. Yeah,
I think that's what our hockey team's considered.
So this would be golf. They did their own tournament this weekend.
Nice.
The 6th and the 7th, and they got 6th place out of 6. So they're going to go to French Broad Collegiate Invitational on the 27th.
North Carolina.
At Walnut Cove, North Carolina.
Wow. That's quite the trip.
Yeah, it is. But, hey, got that one. But that's all I could find for Griz Sports. Hopefully we didn't leave anything off. If we did, let us know, guys. We'll try to do better.
I think we're getting all the extra sports in there and stuff. It was a big week, for sure.
It was. So, let's talk about the weekend, man. We got the win.
Yeah, freaking, that was not what we expected at all. I was looking at our scores. You had 38-28. I had 49-24. And Versus had 45-23. I mean, even before the game started, I was listening to varsity, Ace and Denny Bedard and all them, everybody, and Sammy, everybody had high scores.
Yeah.
On both sides. Like,
yep.
Again, after watching them, like, I thought that we'd see more. Like, I feel that's what I mean. It was a low scoring game, but I felt like our defense really stepped up because only allowing 9 in the first and then blanking them in the second half. Like, we have been a second half team. And then, oh, hey, look, we're playing zone and we started to get interceptions because we were, when we're playing man, we're just so stuck on the guy. And all of a sudden, our guys are able to get their eyes back to the quarterback and make picks. And
well, it was really weird because I listened to it on the radio until it was like done, right? Because I was doing some yard work and wanted to get some things done. And so then at dinner time, I watched it with the kids and stuff like that. So like on radio, I was like, man, our defense is just doing horrible. But then watching it, I was like, actually, they didn't do too bad. Like they allowed the first half, they allowed a lot of yards, but they didn't give up too much. And so I felt kind of good about that. They were doing some things that we kind of said that they were going to play zone, but they were actually Lawler was playing man.
Yeah.
And then on the Ford side, they were playing zone. And then I think Micah Harper was playing man as well. And I think he was guarding Briscoe for a lot of the time.
Was he? Because Briscoe did not have a big game.
Briscoe had that one amazing catch, and then he had like 40-some yards.
Yeah, because I haven't rewatched it yet, but Briscoe was not a factor. We definitely took that away. Yeah. And then I do think this. I think that their quarterback threw us off a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Bobby said it, and I didn't see it coming. Like, we all thought it was going to be Bo Kelly or whatever. And then the dumbest thing they did was pull the guy and put Bo Kelly in. Like, that helped us. I was like, what? It felt like when last year when we were like, all right, get out and put Fife in. And it was like, that's what it felt like they were doing. I was like, what are they doing? Like,
I did not get that at all.
He was
why they were doing
the better quarterback. Like, I was glad. I was like, keep Bo Kelly in, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and just to go in cold like that, it was just crazy. Like, why they would, I don't know.
I didn't understand it.
After that interception, they wanted to kind of, because it was right after the interception, right?
Yeah.
They sat him out. So.
Well, he'd already thrown a couple.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was almost like, it almost felt, my wife said this, it feels like when in hockey and they pull the goalie, they're like, just pull him. And it's like, they shouldn't have. They should have, I'm glad they did, but they should have left. And then they put him back in. It was like,
Yeah.
It
was weird.
I didn't, especially out of Paul Wolf and like Rosenbaugh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Was surprised at that. So,
yeah. And for the most part, you look at it in the second half. If you watch that game, you're like, man, they let a lot of yards go by. And let's go into some of the yards.
Us?
No, for that first half, 200 some yards.
Yeah.
But in the end, if you didn't watch that game, other than like the deep pass or the deep run that they got towards the end, like there was like 20 yards.
Yeah, we just shut them down in the second.
Yeah. So you look at these numbers and you're like, holy cow, we killed these guys. You wouldn't have thought that, going into the fourth, it was 9-7.
No, you know, we covered the spread.
Oh yeah,
thought that we would have dominated again, like it was 49-9 or something like that. Not what it finished out to be. But look at those
27. They didn't get it for almost the second half. They did not get a first down. Yeah. The first 6 offensive possessions on the second half were all 3 and outs.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So 27-11 first downs. But can I say one thing before we get into the stats? The line judges were horrible. My goodness, they ripped people off on the spots. Like that Brooks Davis pass where he caught it, and he was well over the line, and they moved it, and then they're like, no, it's actually back here, and they moved it down. And it was in the fourth down. I was like, oh my god!
Well, there was another one too, where like one line judge said first down, the other one didn't. He moved the chains, and then they had to move the chains back, and there were some bad spots. Like,
it was bad.
And then, well, Yeah, keep talking. I'm going to bring something else to show up with the camera here.
Okay.
See how all this works.
So rushing yards, are you going to bring something up to the camera? Do you want me to get out of this?
I'm going to see if I have it. Hang on. I'm looking. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. So these are our friends at Skyline that shared this. Because you know what? There's no.
Oh, yeah.
This thing is holding. Yeah, look at that. You can see it online. So it's showing Peyton Wing with a guy, just for people that are listening. The Cal Poly defender has him under the sleeve and is ripping him back. Well, he's facing the quarterback, and Skyline posted, he says, no such thing as holding anymore in college football or the Big Sky. And then Sean Rainey retweeted it, and he's like, we have learned this. You can absolutely mug pass rushers in the Big Sky. Those never get called.
Yeah.
So, like, if this is the case, like, if our O-line, they should just be holding them and dumping them on the ground.
Exactly.
They're not going to call it. It's ridiculous.
Well, and I think it was either Brooks or Eli Gilman that he ran, and the guy had his helmet. Like, he was, like, holding his helmet, and it's like, the guy was right there.
Well, or, like, I still, when Brooks stiff armed that kid.
Oh, yeah. That was.
I didn't think that was a face mask. It was like just stiff arming that guy and made him his bitch. And like, okay, we're going to call a penalty. So, whatever.
Yeah. It's
like,
crazy.
One thing I'll say about this game is I felt like our guys were playing with some swagger out there, though. Like, defense, especially defense, like, they were, like, playing big-time swagger. And the other thing, too, is, like, watching our guys, like, everybody, they just love playing together.
Oh,
like,
they do.
They celebrate together. Like, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't feel like there's any individual on this. It's all win as a team, and they're so excited when their team member does well. And they're, I mean, from special teams to the defense, the offense, it's just all across the board. Everybody's just they just love playing football. I watch them and I go, these guys love playing ball. And it's so cool to see that.
Well, it is really awesome to see the sidelines. Everybody's cheering for everybody. It's just awesome.
Everybody's invested in it. No one's
exactly
messing around and stuff. I mean, everybody looks like they're invested in the game and watching it.
Yep. And that's what you want, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's get you this here back.
Yeah, get back to the stat. I was just like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, like that was just as a former defensive lineman, I watched the game and I'm screaming holding all the time, and I'm just it drives me nuts.
Well, and you look at
me screaming, they're holding again. Game it. I mean,
and you would think that
say a lot of other things.
If Skyline Sports or whoever posted that out and Sean Rainey, it's got to get back to the conference, right? Like, you would think that they would be like, hey guys, you might want to watch some of these holds.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're tagging the Big Sky and stuff. Now, one thing I will say is, like, I have enjoyed this year that they're letting the receivers and DBs play. Like,
true,
fighting and some of that, and not calling those. I'm okay with that. Like, that's like, okay, I do like that. But the egregious holding, like, we know there's holding in every play, but when their jerseys are getting pulled away and they're past them already, it's like, come on.
It'll be interesting to see, when the playoffs hit, what kind of refs we get and seeing how that's going to play out, because
absolutely, that's a great call, because we'll get, like, you get someone out of your conference,
and then
what'll be wild is like, when
how do you adapt?
In the Missouri Valley gets the Big Sky refs, and they're like, holding, and they're like, no, that's not holding.
So it'll be interesting to see, which ones we get and see how we adapt to it too.
Yeah.
So
we'll probably be pumped. We get like SoCon or something, be like, man, this is great. They're calling holding all the time.
Holding all the time. We can get to the quarterback. So rushing yards, we had 177. They had 111 net yards. Passing.
Look at the attempts. Holy cow.
Yeah.
44 to there. What was theirs?
18.
It's just because they had a couple of them big runs.
Yep. Oh, and they had that big run help them at the end of the game.
That one at the end of the game.
Yeah. 257 for 225 passing. They had
4 interceptions, though. Look at that.
4.
About time we started. And then I was so pumped when Prince got that one. Just because Justin was like the interception king. And to finally get that monkey off your back, it's like, my gosh, I got one. Like that was so cool seeing him get one.
Oh yeah, it probably was like you said, a monkey off his back, so he can go to his brother and say, "I've got one too."
Yeah, I can imagine. I bet Justin was freaking out seeing
I bet
his brother get that. Now it's just like sometimes the thing too is like same with him and Lawler. Like you get one, and all of a sudden you start getting more. You're just getting in that right position, and you're getting more comfortable.
And I think we have a question about this, but is Lawler getting like to me? Lawler's getting better.
He's getting better.
Is he getting better because he's got that? I've got to be the number one. Could this injury it allowed, and we talked about it when it happened, this could be a benefit.
Well, it's getting more guys more playing time.
Exactly.
Freshmen, these other guys are having to step up, and we're taking Harper and putting him in some different spots I think it is going to benefit when we get Loud back, and I'm hopeful he's back for Sac State is kind of what we're thinking.
Yeah.
And definitely not this weekend, but
no, don't play him
this weekend. Anybody who's hurt, they need to just sit.
Yeah. I put Finoti out there and let him run and let Eli Gilman and Rocker.
I think you need to we'll get into it later, but I think you need to let the ones run a couple series and then pull them. Yeah.
So your starting running back should be Finoti and Running Rabbit.
No, I don't say start. But after the first quarter, they should be in play.
Yeah, and I was just joking.
And how cool would it be though? Like if they did that,
and
it was Finoti and Running Rabbit, and that,
my gosh,
so cool.
That would be so cool. But no, this next week is where you have a quote bye week, right?
We have been saying like if there's a week we're gonna rest, it should be this week.
Yep. So that should be a QB question, man.
How could we rip our heads off? We don't rest anybody. It's like, oh boy.
Well, I'll DM Frank. Maybe he'll ask it.
Oh gosh, he was nicer to Frank on the post game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't poor Frank. He doesn't need to be set up like that.
Yeah. So 434 yards total to their 336, which a lot more like 70% of that was in the first half.
It just didn't feel like they got that much.
No, I think they had 200.
I wish it showed by the half.
I know that would be really cool. I should be writing that down when they go over for the halftime show. I should write that down.
Hang on a minute. You keep talking. Frank posted actually.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he does that. He posted. I'm going to just go to his page and see.
So our punts, we had 2 inside the 20, which was awesome. Our special teams have been playing lights out, guys. Coverage team and also punting and kicking have been amazing.
That's the fourth.
Okay. Going down. You got
I got the halftime stats. Okay.
So I'll pull up there we go.
So their total rush yards in the first half was 56.
So for the game they had 111. Yeah. So half.
And their pass yards, they had 220 in the first half.
Yeah, so that's what 250, 20. That's 270. That's way more than 70%.
Yeah.
They got what 60 yards in the second half.
Well, and then if you even go to the rushing yards in the end of the third quarter, they went from 56 to 70. They didn't have very many rushing yards.
No. Well, and those sacks probably helped too. So
yeah,
crazy. That was a second half domination right there.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, it totally was. Second half is where it was at. So,
returns, man, our kick returns and punt returns is our special teams have just been playing lights out. I love watching the coverage teams and seeing who's going to fly down there and hit because those guys are amazing. So love watching that. So, this was a really interesting time of possession. We had almost 39-54 and they had 20. I thought it seemed a lot longer.
Have you not learned this from Bobby?
Possession doesn't matter. It does, though. It does. I'm sorry, Bobby, but it does matter.
Yeah, it does somewhat, but that is surprising that we had it so much more.
I thought we would have had it longer. It seems longer.
That's a long time. 40
That
minutes.
is a long time. That is a long time.
Yeah.
Third down, we were 11 of 19. They were 2 of 14.
Oof. God, we had good third down defense, baby. That's awesome.
1 of 2 for us. 2 of 2 in the red zone. They had 1 sack. We had 2. We had 1 sack. They had 2 sacks.
Yeah.
Sorry. I read that wrong.
He was getting the ball out there quick, though. Like there was some. That's also why we had 4 picks, because those throws.
Yep.
He was under pressure and tossed it. So.
Let's go into some individual stats. Come on, let's go. I got 27 of 41, 257, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, which was a little overthrown, the interception, but it was. I think if he would have underthrown that, it would have been right there.
And there was a few balls. Like, okay, so I mentioned I was texting a few people this.
Yeah.
In the first half, I swear that a lot of our people on offense were hungover. I was just like, what's going on? Dropping balls. We're just like they're missing things that normally they would get. It totally felt like, did they stay up way too late at the all-night prep rally on Friday night or something? Did they all go, it's Cal Poly, let's go have a few? You know, I mean, it was just like, what in the world? Because then, the second half, everybody woke up. The defense was there, but boy, I was just like, what is going on with our guys here?
Yeah. Rushing, Eli, man, 18 of attempts, 123.
Again, you get him over 100, we win.
Man. Rocker did a really good job too. He had some really pivotal times in that second half too.
Rocker was great, like his blocking and then also his receiving too. Like
his receiving is amazing out of the backfield.
He's really good, and he's one that I'm like, it's such a good 1-2 punch with those two.
Yeah,
I love seeing it. And then look at that, Monty Gilman. That was so cool. Like
that was really cool.
Man, he has got some speed. Like,
yeah,
I think they clocked him at 4.3, but I mean, like that, he is shifty and fast. We were hearing that last year a bunch, like that at practice. Everybody said, "Man, he's so fast! Like it's just unbelievable, his speed." And I was glad that we're using him now again. It's like that's a perfect time to play. A play, you run that kind of what the heck was it?
This is a jet sweep, wasn't it?
Yeah, jet sweep, and then you give it to him. That was awesome.
One thing we got to talk about.
You can talk about Bridges.
Well, in the coaching stuff, like I don't understand. You don't play him like, and all the wide receivers were new, so it was Bridges, and then it was Hendricks out there for, like they took all the wide receivers out that were playing, and they put brand new ones in, and then just like never had the ball. I don't understand why you would do that to somebody that hasn't played in the game, and you're like, oh, hey, you're not warmed up at all. Here,
I just think
do something.
I think they were thinking Bridges was going to be able to do that. I mean, that was, if he would have held onto the ball, he could have made some yards. But like, I feel bad for the kid because he's had drops this year, and it feels like he hasn't been playing. So they give him a shot, and then he fumbles.
Yeah,
and we get big old long hair Thor looking dude rumbling, tumbling down the field. It was just, I just felt so bad for him because he took his eye off the ball. He's a good player, and so he's got a huge potential. He reminds me of Fonts, though. Here's what I wonder: can he play defense? The kid's fast. He knows how to run routes. Like if he's having issues with his hands, like what if we try him on defense and play corner, make him play corner a little bit? Like the reason I say this, we're so deep at wide receiver. Yeah. If he seems like a really good athlete, like why not try that? Like why not? Like if he has a issue catching balls and stuff, put him on defense. Like that's what the joke always is. Oh, they play defense because they can't catch. Well, okay. Well, like get him on the field. He seems like he's a very good athlete and he's got speed. So if we need someone to be that another cover corner, maybe he could do that. I don't know. I don't think he'll do that though. I don't think they will either. But it just the thought crossed my mind. I was just like, you know.
And so once you do that, though, like you turn the ball over, it's going to be hard to get out of that.
Yeah.
That pit of, you know, getting on the field. So,
yeah.
He'll wish him the best. Yeah.
He'll be sitting for a while now. You know how Bobby is. You fumble and you go sit on the bench.
Exactly. Receiving. So Wortham 10 for 84 and 1 touchdown. Brooks had 6 of 56. Rocker 3 of 50. Eli had 5 for 43.
Yeah, look at
Bohannon was back out there.
Rocker, I mean, that was solid catching game for him.
Bohannon was back. That was awesome.
Good to see it.
Deck and Deaver is one that I see him.
Poor Bohannon had that miss too. That was Baltimore was like, oh my god, he wants that one back. Poor guy.
But yeah, you look at the other side, right? Briscoe here, Michael Briscoe, 3 of 49. That one of 30. One catch was 33 yards.
The number one wide receiver in all of FCS.
Yep.
Shut down.
And it was you wouldn't have known that, hey, Cal Poly has the best wide receiver in the FCS. You would have known. Would not have known.
And last week, let me look back on we also said 0, that Boer. We were talking about him. I was saying how tough a receiver is and he's not afraid of contact. That kid's good. We shut him down to 51. He just had that. Again, they had these big ones of the 38 and the 33. Otherwise, we shut him down.
And that Soleil was really good too.
Yeah. I mean, I was just so impressed with our defense because I'm telling you, if you hadn't watched Cal Poly at all, you wouldn't believe us. Like, I'm sure a lot of people are listening. Like, I thought Adam looked for saying they'd score, but well, Jesus, they looked great against UC Davis and other teams. Yeah. And our defense just stepped up after, Idaho State. I think they were like, it's time to shut some people down.
Well, and if you look around the league, if someone just looks at Cal Poly, they're going to be like, it's Cal Poly. But this team is not your Cal Poly from yesteryears. Like, people have got to be aware of Cal Poly. Northern Colorado is a little bit better this year as well. Some of these dormant teams that you have in the Big Sky are not their dormant teams anymore. And so if you look at it just like a normal fan, probably a Cat fan, you're going to get the grief of it. But, it's not like what you would think of yesteryears of those teams. So,
yeah, I agree.
But let's go to the D.
Still covered. So,
yep. Peyton Wing, man, that guy. So I love Peyton Wing, versatile guy. One of the guys that I think is underrated and does not get enough is Torbert.
Yeah, Tolbert. He's good.
He is always in the right position, always making the tackle. He is awesome to have. I just think he's super consistent. Super consistent.
He constantly makes the right reads and stuff.
Exactly. Yep. Schwartz, I was watching Schwartz. He really did a really good job in that second half.
Mm-hmm.
I really like him because he's the transfer out of Minnesota, right?
I think so. I think that's where he came from, Minnesota.
Let's see if I push on it, if it will go
there.
His name.
It should go there.
There we go. Previous school, Minnesota. So that's awesome because he's only a redshirt junior, so we'll have him next year.
Yeah, you keep seeing because every time I see him, I'm like, who's 97? God, he keeps showing up. I'm like, that's not Herbert. That's I was thinking old numbers. Yeah, he's doing really well. Well, Solo, was it? I don't know if it was you telling me this or my wife saw it, but after one of the picks, Solo went over and was talking to Ayat, like picking.
Oh yeah, I was telling you that. Yep.
You told me that. Yeah, that's awesome.
After his interception, if you look to the side, Ayat comes back and Solo goes right up to him, says something to him, shakes his head, and I don't know what it was, but if Solo's talking to you, you listen, right?
Yeah.
That man is huge, and I think it was like, hey, we got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go. Let's you got this.
And that's usually most of the time that's what the defense will do. Like if you throw a pick or do something on offense, defense immediately is like, we got it. Don't worry. That's the confidence you want to have on defense to back up the offense.
Yeah. Yep. And it wasn't an egregious pass. It was a little long, and I think that's why it sailed that way and got intercepted. But if it was a little bit shorter, he was trying. Yep.
Gonna push it in there.
Lawler got that interception. That was awesome.
Pick six.
That's right.
I was freaking out and screaming.
I was too.
Love the pick stick.
Ford got an interception. That was awesome.
Prince.
Brady Beaner, he's a freshman, right?
Yeah, he's another true freshman. The Beaner brothers.
That's awesome too. Cade Cutler, let's see. Aluski got the interception as well.
Pick, yeah. And then Gino Leonard, the Sentinel product.
Exactly.
Way to represent the Spartans. Love seeing Gino get that towards the end there. Awesome.
And having him just like what he's gone through with injuries and sticking with the program. Really cool dude. We actually had him on the podcast. We interviewed him when he committed to the Griz too. So super cool.
Spartans getting picks and that's awesome. Good job, G.
So overall, it going into this week, you look at it from the following week and you're like, oh man, we got to do better on defense. And I think you see that growth. I saw that growth.
I did. I thought both like not just the players, but even the coaches, making the calls and stuff. And when they shut them down, like our defense, like Bobby said this in the post press, he's like, I was super impressed with their defense, and I agree. Yeah, to hold Cal Poly to 9 when they've been putting points up this year, and and look, we saw with Briscoe, he did nothing. One big catch, and that's it. And Boer too, like that kid's good. Like I watched him and I thought, oh my, I seriously thought going to this game was going to be, it could be another shootout if our defense didn't step up. And,
we all thought that.
It's like, oh my gosh. And then to see kind of this defensive battle at the beginning. And again, I think our offense they just were struggling. It was like, wake up, guys, come on.
Yeah.
And then once we got it rolling, then everybody kind of found their place and it just started rolling. Like again, that last touchdown that Eli scored, I don't think they even meant to do that. It was like, oh shoot, we scored. Okay. Because I think they were going to run it out. Like, and it's just, sometimes you just score. So, super. I don't know. I'm super glad with the win and the fact that we made some distance at the end, even though other people in the Big Sky will be like, talk crap against us. It's like, hey, we ended up covering the spread. So on to the next one, and we are 6-0. We don't have any losses.
Nope.
And that's pretty more than that. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you do it.
Yep. So I think it was good. It was good to get that kind of, even though it was a win, that yucky feeling out of your mouth after a really competitive game with Idaho State. Yeah. I think you told me that we were talking about this. Like we got Idaho State's best game. They're not going to play that. That next week, they're not going to play that.
No, they gave everything they had.
They gave everything they had. They're not going to play that way against the Cats. And
then also they didn't. On the road, it's a letdown game, and that's what happened with the Cats. And the Cats, to their credit, they went out and did what they had to do. So, yeah.
Well, should we get into the next opponent?
We can. I did want to talk about something from last week.
Yes.
So later on, after we did our pod and stuff, we didn't see this, but the video that came out, that Skyline posted of the Idaho State game. How cool was that?
Oh my gosh.
With the music and stuff where they're playing, like, what was that, Jefferson Airplane?
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland and stuff. Because the dome at Pocatello is always weird. Like 09, like Tripp talked about it when they were number 1, barely won, and like that music and stuff was so cool.
Yes.
And then they play into like some other music. Then it goes into Under Pressure by
Queen,
and like that, and like it fit the game and everything. I mean, it was
amazing.
So well done. I've watched it and made other people watch it, made my family watch it over and over again. It is so cool. If you have not seen it, you can find it on YouTube. You can just go to or just Google Skyline Sports. It is so cool.
Yep.
Like it's like super high production. Like it's just the guy who did it is like a famous cinematographer, and like
he did the Brawl one of 2023 as well.
Right. And like I don't know why all of a sudden he's doing it. It was just like, man, please do this every game. It's so
oh
cool.
my gosh.
Yeah. It was so cool. So if you haven't watched it, watch it again, because that it just fit the whole game too, like how we were kind of like Alice going down the hole and like what is going on, and then all of a sudden, it seems like this team, the pressure gets to them, and then they just start playing better, blows me away. Same thing this last weekend.
So before we get into something I also wanted to hit, like this team, they like that. I feel like they like that pressure. My thing is that you've got to show that you can put a full game together.
Yeah, right. We haven't,
and we have to do that, because I think you fall into this kind of narrow thing of where you do this and then you kind of fall into just being that kind of team.
Right.
And when we play better teams, we're not going to be able to do that. So I just feel like we need to get some of these games where we play a whole game, and we don't have that, so we don't fall into that.
Yeah.
That's my worry. The
thing about that's notorious for Bobby teams, though, too, is like, we'll do this BS where we can't put a full game together, and all of a sudden we get into November and we start putting full games together. And then we get in the playoffs and we'll dominate teams. Like, we'll beat teams 70-7. You're like, what? Where were we this? What?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
It's sometimes, and I know this is like total conspiracy theory. Bobby likes it a little bit to like show that we can overcome adversity, and it's like, I don't know. But there was times, man, he looked just pissed on the side.
Oh, so the 5 like penalties that we got that were formation penalties with 12 men on the field.
What the hell is that about?
Oh, and you got like 5 of them, right? Like 3 or 4.
There was 3. 12 men.
I thought he was going to go off. He was like,
during those, we got, I think, the third one. The game's not done. He takes his headset off at one point. And maybe not one of them. He takes it off and takes all the stuff and gives it to one of the other guys. Like, took everything off. Like, he didn't want to. It's like he didn't want to listen to Pease or anybody, and handed it aside. And it's not, he usually does that at the end of the half. It was not like that is not typical for his teams where we're having errors like that. And it seemed like some of it was when Bohannon was coming back in. Like, they were still thinking like, oh no, I'm that guy now. No, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
And there was some confusion there, but oh my God, I thought his head was going to explode. Those are things that he doesn't. I'll be interested in QB Club tomorrow. Hey, if you want to hear him talk about stuff like this, join QB Club.
Exactly.
But I'm sure he'll bring that up. And if maybe that'll be the question, like, hey, what's up with the 12 men on the field? I thought you guys were he would just comes from the internet and kill me.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I don't know. I'm sure he'll address it, because that's the other thing in QB Club. I'll tell people, it's like, it's not just, hey, look how great we are. He shows plays when he's like, look at these boneheads here when we do this. Like, we have to be better. Or like he'll talk about like, hey, we're coaching him up because of this. One thing last week at QB Club that was cool, and I think I can share this, during the Idaho State game, he showed some plays that they saw when they were on film, and then showed us running them and like, see what we were talking about. This is why we coached them, and they did the same thing, and here's why we scored. It was cool seeing that. So that's some of the things you get to see, that breakdown and stuff, which is pretty cool. And even if you're not there and can't join the dinner and all that special stuff, I still find it worth it, and would highly recommend people join the QB Club.
That's awesome. Should we, before we go into our next opponent, do you want to do our new segment, or do you want to introduce our new segment?
Well, we could, but I think we just kind of did it a little bit. But
yeah. So guys, we've got a new segment that we're gonna do, which we kind of went over. So we're not really primed for this, but we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this out. It's something that we came up with. It's called What We Missed. So we would love you guys if you see something what we missed.
Yeah,
let us know. But I know myself and I know Luke, we like to go back into the game and watch it again. And
a lot of times, because we're doing this Sunday, we don't even though we'd like to, I don't get a chance to rewatch the whole game on Sunday again all the time. Because a lot of times we're watching the opponent, wanting to see what's going on.
Exactly. So we wanted to give us like a time where we could go back and watch it, and then give you something that what we missed.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be our kind of segment of what we missed. So I wanted to play it for you guys.
Do it. Just play it. Let's play it.
So this is going to be our like little intro. I know it's kind of corny, but I thought it's kind of cool. So
Adam came up with all this and graphic too, and it's awesome.
Okay, here we go.
Share it, and I'll share.
You know how it goes every week. There's something that slips through the cracks. Maybe it's a key play, maybe it's a standout performance, or even a stat that didn't get enough love. So let's dive into it, and let's hit what we missed.
We're back. I love it. We missed. So we missed talking about that. The cool stuff. But that's the big thing with the whole what we missed thing is like we both rewatched the game usually during the week, so we see more stuff and things like that. So yeah.
But we would love it if you guys see something that we missed, or even if we talk about something what we missed. Get a hold of us. Get a hold of us on Twitter. Get a hold of us on X, or whatever you want to call it. Get a hold of us on
Facebook Messenger. I get a lot of
Facebook Messenger. Yep. So just get a hold of us. We'd love to put you on there, give you a shout out, and have you on that segment. So
if you're like, hey, you two idiots, you totally are wrong. You can say that. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. We love it.
There is things that we miss. It's just like anything you're watching the game, and then you rewatch and you're like, oh man, I totally missed that. That wasn't as bad as I thought, or that was better than I thought.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a regular segment. If you guys have segments that you guys want us to do, let us know. Well, maybe we'll do some more segments. I don't know.
My question is when do we want to do this segment? Like
I don't know.
Like when should we put it in there? Like right away, what we missed? Like after the Griz roundup, what we missed? Maybe after do that and then get in the game, or
we probably should have like a certain area so we don't forget about it, like I did this time.
That's okay. I still wanted to talk about the little bit that we missed and stuff, but
yeah. So let us know, guys. But yeah, other than that, let's get into Sacred Heart.
You were gonna say Sac State.
I was gonna say Sac State. I was gonna say Sac State.
The Sacred Heart Pioneers, independent FCS.
So if you didn't know, Sacred Heart, guys, this is off of Wikipedia. Sacred Heart University is a private Roman Catholic university in Fairfield, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
They are the first Catholic university in the United States, and they're staffed by the laity. I'm not Catholic. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that.
What did you say?
It says staffed by laity. Laity? I have no clue.
I'm Catholic, but I can't.
But their mascot is the Big Red Pioneer. Their football field looks kind of like a high school football field.
It looks more D2-ish. I mean, yeah. Their nickname is the Pios.
The Pios, yep, and they have that on their helmet. So
Pios. Yeah.
They were established in 1963. Their colors are red and white. Wow. Their endowment is $189 million.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, right. So, but they are moving up next year to the CAA. So,
well, I mean, they're independent FCS. So,
yeah.
So, I mean, basically like the Pioneer League, but they will be in the CAA in 2026. Yep. And they're actually playing a lot of CAA teams this year and stuff too. So,
well, and I don't think they're I think they're in the NEC, aren't they?
The what?
The Northeastern Conference, aren't they?
I don't know. I just know that the guy on ESPN Plus said that he said they were independent. So
okay.
I was going off of that. I didn't actually look it up. I just trusted the commentator. So
I'm gonna look it up because I think
they played Howard last week. That's the game I watched, and Howard's in the MEAC. So
yeah, it does say they're independent, but they've played like CCSU, which is their Connecticut state, and they're in the NEC, which is weird. Let's go into their schedule because you want to know who they've played. Let's see here.
I know they played Howard, and similar to us last weekend, they were down at half and then came marching back and put a bunch of points in the second half. Yeah, ended up winning 32-14. I think it was 14-0 at halftime.
It was 14-0 at halftime, yeah. So beginning of the year, let's see here. Come on. Let's go. Here we go. They played
Look at that.
Stonehill.
They played Lehigh and only lost 28-10. And
exactly.
Like the old Craig Haley's all big.
They love Lehigh, right?
Yeah.
They played LIU, beat them 24-21. They played Norfolk State. They beat them 31-28. Delaware State we'll get into, which is really interesting game, guys.
You watched that game.
I watched that game. It was interesting. 35-31. They lost in overtime to CCSU 42-35.
They were talking about that one in the Howard game and saying that they should have won that game.
They should have won that game, yeah. And then they came back on a Howard 32-14. So, yeah, it's an interesting team. It's I don't mean to be mean, but this is a team that probably doesn't have as many athletes and the resources that we have. But they do have some guys that are good.
They do have
some guys that we need to watch out for. Before we get into that, I like Luke and I have said, we watched the Howard game. I watched the Delaware State game.
Yeah, you saw interesting stuff on that game.
Yeah, it was super weird because if you guys don't know, Delaware State has the former NFL star Deshaun Foster as their coach. Was watching that game, and one of the announcers, Freddie Coleman, was there like doing their stuff, and they're like, "Oh, whoa!" And they pan to the field, and there is both teams in the middle of the field going at it. They're yelling at each other. They separate them, and the whole team. Both teams get an unsportsmanlike. Every player on each side gets an unsportsmanlike penalty.
We had that once on the Griz. They did that. That's one time, and we thought, "What the heck? That was weird."
Yeah, super weird. So Delaware State comes down. Their quarterback is former Sac State, Caden Bennett.
Right.
They're doing awesome. They're going down the field. They've got a 14-0 lead, and Caden Bennett goes out, runs for a touchdown, goes up to some fans that have Delaware State on, and he gives them a high five. The other hand, he has the ball. He's giving them a high five, turns around, and then he flips the ball back to the ref. They throw a flag because one of the side judges tried to get the ball from him, and he kept on going down the line, giving high fives. Threw a flag, unsportsmanlike penalty, ejected him out of the game.
Yeah, because it was his second, and you get two.
It was the craziest thing that I have ever seen, and that was their starting quarterback. And I don't think they lose that game with him in there. They were going so smooth down the field. It was crazy.
That's wild, man. Like when you were telling me that earlier, I was just like, what?
Yeah.
I was blown away.
So also, their quarterback, his name is Jake or Jack Snyder. Okay.
His name is Jack Snyder. I thought it was Poochie.
So his nickname is Poochie.
Oh, they made it sound like in the Howard game, his name is Poochie. Poochie Snyder. It's like
so his name is not Poochie, but it is a nickname.
I didn't know it was a nickname. I thought his real name was Poochie.
So this is his sister gave it to him when he was little because his belly was very poochy. So so he's owned it, and they call him Poochie. That's what I heard on the Delaware.
Poochie Snyder. I was like,
Snyder. So, and on that, the coach is like, hey, you've got to be able to throw passes, and then we'll call you Poochie. And he's earned that title that he can be called Poochie.
Well, he's from Canton, Ohio. Pretty cool. NFL Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Poochie Snyder.
He's the one thing about Poochie, I'll tell you, he actually is a decent runner on RPO. Like
he is.
And he distributes the ball decently to
his. I'm gonna get to the
people, but
share the screen here.
One thing is like if we do unleash the blitz on him, like most quarterbacks, he then all of a sudden starts screwing up. So
yeah. So guys, Poochie, Jack Snyder, 92 of 132, 2 interceptions. He's got 5 touchdowns. He's about 69% accurate. He's got over 1,000 yards. Like Luke was saying, he does like the quick RPO. A lot of his passes are very short slant passes, which could be a little handle for us. He's not accurate down the field.
No, not so much down the field.
So
when I see 11 up there, that John was it
Mikowski?
He's their Wildcat guy.
Yeah.
I was just curious if you in Howard we saw him. They'd use him as the Wildcat. Did they do that in Delaware State too? Because
they did a little bit, but not as much.
Okay. They didn't do a ton against Howard either, but
no.
Similar to us, they'll bring him in and use him as a Wildcat guy, like we do with Wortham a little bit.
Yeah, and when we get to their defense, like we'll talk about the Wildcat because I think that's going to be something that we need to talk about because Howard said that you could beat him this way.
Yeah,
but their running back guys, this is where you want to put your money on.
Oh, Mitchell
Summers.
He is good.
He is very quick. He reminds me of Monty, right?
Yeah, like the size wise.
Size wise,
yeah.
Quick wise, he is not going to be your guy where you get blitzed and he runs over you. He is 5'7", 155.
But he plays way bigger than that.
He plays huge.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Oh gosh, now I'm blanking.
I was thinking X.
Oh no, the kid played for Shadron State years ago, then played for the Patriots.
Oh,
I'll think about it. I'll remember his name. You keep going here.
But yeah, he is super elusive. If you do not get containment on him or don't hit him right when he has the ball, he's going to get at least 4 yards of carry. He's getting what? His yards of carry is 5.9. Super, super quick.
Danny Woodhead.
There you go. Yep.
So he reminds me of him. I went and watched Danny Woodhead once out in Shadron State.
Okay.
This guy does the same thing where he disappears behind his offensive line and then all of a sudden pops out and he's going.
Yep.
And that's what he reminded me of, is a lot of Danny Woodhead.
And so with our defense, we're just going to have to get containment on him. Do not let him get the edge at all. Because when he has that edge, he's gone.
And he is their, like you said, he's their offense. Like I put he is their Eli Gilman. Like they go to him and like he is their. Well, he'll bust off big runs too, kind of like Eli. Like
you go to that Howard game, right? And he had 18 carries for 243 yards.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the only game I watched. And that's why I was like, Jesus, this guy is just going.
So it's not just one game.
That's mainly in the second half because they were 14-0 going into the second half.
Yeah. And so like you look at this, like Delaware State, he had 74 yards. Norfolk State had 119. LIU had 105. So he's a good running back.
Lehigh shut him down. I wonder if he got hurt 2 for 3.
Well, when he came out, he's first year, right? Yeah. Came out of North Carolina. He played a 4A school down there. He was under recruited because of his size. And just 5'7", 155. Man, you can see Poochie, Jack Snyder there, 345 yards with the run. So he's got that run pass ability.
The other one that they have that the guys were really high on is that Trey Earhart III. They don't have his number on there, but he's number 13.
Yep.
And he's up there decent, but that they were before the game started, they were really talking about how they thought he'd be a big influence in that Howard game, the ESPN guys. And he's their bigger back, but I'd say he's definitely their number 2. Like 20 is their go-to for sure.
Yeah, definitely. The wide receivers that you're going to need to look after is 17, that Peyton Rhodes.
Okay, yeah.
He's had 23 catches for 295. He is their ultra hands guy. Will go down and, in the middle of the field, get hit.
Yeah, he's tough.
He's very tough. He also plays on their special teams as well. And so you'll see him on special teams. But also Kevin McGuire, he has 24 catches for 269. He's been a good wide receiver to kind of look at as well. I wrote both of those guys down watching those two games. Those were the only ones that kind of stood out to me. What's that?
McGuire didn't to me a bunch, but 17 did. And I wrote down, I said he runs through tackles. You got to wrap him up. Like that was the one thing I noticed, that he was running through a lot of the, not that Howard's this, world beater defense, but he was, if you're not tackling him like solidly, he'll bust through tackles for sure.
Exactly. Anything else on the offensive side?
Nothing. I mean, other than the fact that, I was put down as like they were down 14-0 in the first half, and then they put up 32 unanswered points in the second half. Like, I was like, I highlighted, I go, they played much better in the second half. Like they definitely seemed like a second half team. They were.
Well, and they're not afraid to get down, which kind of reminds us of us.
Yeah. That's
not afraid to get down on and come back. So definitely if we have a chance to, not to politically correct here, put your foot on their neck and end it. You got to do that. So,
their field goal kicker.
Yeah, I got him up here.
Okay, cool. You brought it up. Yeah, so like he hit one from 49.
Yep,
it would have been good from they figured 55 plus. So
that he's 9 of 11, 81% on the year. So,
what's his long? Does it say
49?
Oh, it is 49. That was his longest. Yeah, crushed it. So they got a good field goal kicker.
Exactly. Their field goal kicker also does their kickoffs as well. Their punter is Michael Sabatini. He's got an average of 42, as long as 63. He's got 9 inside the 20. So
it's pretty good.
Pretty good. So
I did have one more thing on the offense that I noticed.
Yeah.
So they actually had some false starts and stuff.
They did.
And, the crowds they're playing against are not loud.
No, they are not.
So I was writing down, I was like, our crowd could really get in their heads and get multiple false starts from their offense, because they have an issue with it already.
Yeah.
And if we can be, I mean, yes, it's Sacred Heart, but if the crowd can show up and be loud like they are, and that could definitely affect them, and it could make them very frustrated.
I totally agree with that. Howard was interesting. They've figured something out. Let's go to their defense. Howard ran Wildcat so many times because the Sacred Heart showed that they couldn't stop it.
That's what I wrote. Howard runs the Wildcat, and it's really successful against Sacred Heart.
Well, and I don't think they meant to do that, but they were not getting something in that game until they started just getting this Reagan Bennett Jr. guy, and they're just like, okay, you can't stop it. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And so they kept on doing it with different guys.
Like, playing NCAA football, when you're like, oh, you can't stop this play. I'll just keep running the same play.
Hey, same play. I'll
just keep running until you stop it. Okay. That's exactly what it felt like.
Yeah, it was I was like, okay, well, put that on there. Big day for the Wildcat for Wortham.
That's what I thought too. I was like, oh my God, this could be huge.
Yeah.
Or again, like that fly sweep to Monty Gilman or something, or some of those, like it could just be
huge,
big time.
And they don't have the speed. I'm not going to say they're slow, but the speed on the defensive side of the ball, I didn't see it in the Delaware State game.
Yeah.
They were a little bit faster in the Howard game, but I wasn't impressed with their speed on defense.
No, their best player is that 14, I think, that
Maximus Mangili.
He's their captain too, and he's their leading tackler, I believe.
Yeah, so he's a D.
He plays like Robbie did, kind of.
Yeah. So he's got 38 tackles, I think it says 1.5 for tackles for loss. He's got an interception on the year. Kyle Hall is another linebacker. That's one of the leading tacklers.
Yeah, I liked in the linebackers, 35. He's not up there in the tackles. That Mike.
Dettelbaum.
Yeah, I was like, that guy, I think he's got a great motor, and he's actually, he does well when they blitz him. Like, I was surprised he hits the hole fast and gets through. Like, on the one game I was watching, I was like, well, he's a good blitzer.
Yes, he's got 24 tackles on the year, 4 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks on the year. So
The guy right below him, number 0, he's another guy I wrote down. He's one of their cornerbacks.
Yep.
And I put down he does a good job jumping routes. Like
and they like to blitz.
Yeah.
They like to blitz, and they like to just overpower you. And so that's something that we're gonna have to watch out for, because you go down the line, like, well, how many sacks have they had this year? 18 or no, 15? No, 13. So they do rely on getting pressure. So
there's one more nickname on the team. Number 90. Did you hear his nickname?
Number 90?
Yeah,
Jared Hirschfield?
He's their defensive lineman. And he's 6'4", 280, but he plays high. Like, we should be able to push him around a little bit. Especially, I thought watching him, I was like, we should be able to run between the tackles in this game. We haven't been able to.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. What's his nickname?
So they called him the Dancing Bear. This is the Dancing Bear. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, number 90 is the Dancing Bear.
The Dancing Bear and Poochie.
Yeah. And they said that. They even said, they're like, yeah, that's his nickname, is the Dancing Bear. I was like, okay.
Why?
I don't know. I was just like, that's all right.
All right.
They like their nicknames at Sacred Heart. So.
Yeah. He's got, the Dancing Bear, he's got 11 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, and 2.5 sacks. So we're gonna
he's not
watch
terrible.
The Dancing Bear.
Again, like, I think he's better pass rush than he is playing the run, because he does play kind of high. So,
interesting.
But yeah, I mean, this is a game where, like, we should be able to dominate pretty.
Yeah.
Again, we should. Well, and it could be one of these weird ass games where we get up and then we start playing all our twos, and then we don't blow them out 70-0. It's this kind of, like this last weekend, 28-9 or 30-10.
Yeah.
It could come down to that. But
well, and we hope, we've said this on the pod, we hope that it is a one where, hey, we play the first quarter with the ones, and then the rest is just play to everybody.
Because you want to get your guys playing time, but I agree. Like I feel like if we could put in the ones that are main starters in the first quarter, and we could get up, like in an ideal world, 21-0.
Yeah,
in the first quarter or something like that, you pull everybody.
Yep.
Even before that, if anybody's banged up, you don't play.
Don't play them. Don't play them. Yep.
Use this because we don't have a bye. This needs to be used as our
bye
way, where it's like, okay, we know. Or realize, like, hey, we're gonna let our twos play this whole game, and we know it could be a tighter game, but we don't give a crap what Craig Haley thinks or any Cat fan thinks. Yeah. We're gonna rest our guys because we want them to be healthy when it really means the games mean a little bit more when it comes to November and December. So it's important that if people are banged up, they should play. I'm sure guys like Loud want to get back, but it's like, hell no, dude.
Don't risk it. Don't risk it.
Really. If Hannon is still banged up at all, it's like, nope, you're going to sit out this. I know you played last game, but you're sitting out. Or anybody who's got a little bit, it's like, sit him. Like what was that, number 62 Johnson? He got a little banged up in the game. It was just cramps or whatever. Have him rest. Put another offensive line and get some playing time from our young O-line guys.
Put Fritas in there or somebody in there that's going to get some well-developed time in there. So
yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. All right. Well, that's all we had. Sorry, guys. We tried to go into some of these games, and give you in-depth. But, Sacred Heart, I'm not worried, knock on wood.
No, I'm not. I mean, it shouldn't be. We should take care of this team. And
if we don't play our best game, we should still beat this team. So yeah. If we don't, and holy cow,
take care of business. But yeah.
So that game is at 1 p.m. So yeah, I will be driving down to Denver, Colorado.
You'll be driving to Denver.
Yes.
I will be flying to Minneapolis, Minnesota for work on Saturday.
Nice.
I think, let me look. So that game starts at 1.
Yep.
I think it's going to be one of these ones where I have to watch later because I think my flight's like right then.
So yeah, I do not know when I'll be able to do the pod. Probably not on a Sunday because I'll be coming back Sunday from Denver.
Both of us have got this week is bad for both of us for the pod because Oh no! So I land at 1:12 p.m. So right as soon as I land in Minneapolis, the game will just be started. So
Nice.
The clients that I'm going with are going to be annoyed because I'm going to make them all watch it with me. Like, we have to watch Sacred Heart. They're like, they all know Montana. They're going to be like, who are you playing? Yes. See my phone here? We're going to watch Sacred Heart. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know when I can do. So I'm with clients like all that weekend, and we'll have to figure out what we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Sunday night, but we'll figure it out. Like,
yeah, we'll get you one, guys.
We'll get a pod in. It may be later in the week, but we'll get it in.
So, did you know that the Sac State game is on a Friday?
Yeah, I do know that. So that's the game that I'll be in Washington on the Grand Run River for, and then we're going to be driving up because our boy Cody told me where to go to.
That's awesome.
Where did he say it? It's in Clarkston, I think. Let me look here. So he was saying, yeah, we're going to this bar in Clarkston to go watch it. Me and my dad and my brother, which is right on the border. It's like in Washington, and then the other side is Lewiston, Idaho. And so that's what we're going to go watch that game on Friday night, ESPN2.
Nice. So, it is. It's going to be awesome. Big Sky on Friday.
I'm hoping that Cody will come join us if he lives. I think he lives in Boise, though.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, that's supposedly it's a Griz bar that we're going to because they host the satellite parties for the.
Oh, awesome!
So I'm hoping there'll be other Griz fans there. And my dad was worried because he called and was like, "Hey, I see you guys close at like 9." They're like, "Yeah, don't worry, we'll stay open for the Griz game." So,
nice, cool. Nice. You'll have to do a picture there, and we'll shout them out on the pod.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
So you want to pick some games real quick?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. So last week.
Let me get it here.
I beat you last week.
I know because of stupid Northern Colorado, right?
Yeah.
And then
NAU,
another one.
actually.
NAU, yeah.
NAU is the one that got you. It wasn't Northern Colorado. So you had picked Montana State. Well, we both lost in the Idaho game. You took NAU and I took Davis, and Davis won. So that's where I got you by one game last week.
Okay, so sorry. I'm trying to get it up here for the.
Oh, you're good. Overall, you have 52 points to and I have 51, so I'm one game behind you right now.
Oh, so you made up one, huh?
I did make up one. So this week we've got.
It's coming.
Not a whole lot of games this week. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 Big Sky games this week because the Kittens are on a bye. And there must be some other buys too. Looks like Cal Poly's on a bye too. So,
okay, here we go.
All right, so there you go. All right, so the first game I want you to pick is the Weber State at Portland State game.
Oh gosh, that's like, oh man.
Yes, it's the toilet bowl.
Oh man. I'm gonna say Portland State because it's
all right. I got PSU as well. They're gonna get the win. Damn it, fighting Barney's and Robbie.
Oh man.
Win. All right, now after Idaho.
Oh my gosh.
They have to go in and play Eastern at Eastern. So, do they show back up and try to save the season, or are they just gonna?
What happened to their quarterback?
I don't know.
Like he just did not play, and like they had a Wagner in there, but
I have no idea if he's hurt or what. But
yeah. Now I'm gonna say Idaho's gonna win this game. Their secondary is horrible. But Eastern Washington doesn't throw the ball very well, which is hard to, or they haven't been this year. So I'm going to say Idaho.
Eastern's terrible. Yeah. Idaho's.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, Eastern's terrible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. And now this is actually a really interesting game.
It is.
Northern Colorado, who's been playing some good ball versus Sac State, who has been all over the dang place, you know.
This is like the trap game of the century for them, right? Like, yeah, they need this one.
They need it, and are they going to be thinking about next Friday playing us, or are they going to be focused on Northern Colorado, and Northern Colorado going to show up and surprise them?
Yeah, I'm going to say Sac State.
I did too.
Yeah,
I think Sac State is not going to overlook them, and they're going to win that game. So we're.
Here's the standings. So
not far. Good graphics. We're all the same picks this week. But yeah, you get the standings. We're leading because we're 5-0.
6-0.
6-0. Sorry.
Yep. 6-0.
5-0 at home. Sorry.
That's right. So yeah, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0.
The Kitties are 3. Look at
Northern Colorado, Sac State, Eastern.
Jeez. It's wild. Who'd ever thought you'd say that?
I know, right?
But look at that. Weber and 0-2. Portland State's 0-6. But man, it is hard to like go.
Oh man,
that's why I think they're going to beat Weber. Like,
I feel bad for them. Like that's that they're
well with all these coaches getting fired, you'd think, oh, Barney's going to get fired. They'll never fire Barney.
No, because
he's there as long as he wants.
Now Eastern should fire their coach.
Oh, Best?
Yeah, like he should have been gone last year.
I don't think they'll do that either because they don't have any damn money and they're just like.
Jeez.
I mean, there was rumors last year that Eastern was going to move down to the D2.
Yeah, well, they don't support their sport at all.
They should move down and they should let Central Washington move up.
But the Central Washington would eat Eastern Washington alive.
Oh yeah, exactly. All right, so final pick: Griz versus Sacred Heart. We know you're picking the Griz.
Of course,
we need a score though. I've got my score. I got versus score, but we need yours first before I tell you what mine was and what versus was.
Oh man, I'm gonna say 42.
Okay.
42-14.
14. All right. I got the Griz winning 56-13. I think we're going to put points up, and I didn't even like the 13, but they are that second half team, and that running back's good, and I just feel like if we're playing all our twos, they might get a few points.
I think they might get a couple points, but I don't think they're going to get very many.
I mean, it could be even lower than that. I put 13 as, like a touchdown and a field, or a couple.
I think they might get one or two. Yeah.
So I'm like, they might. It's just, yeah.
I think they could get one or two on our second and third string guys. So
I actually like versus score even better. It's got Griz 46-10. So
that's what I was going to do 36-10, but what did I say? 42-14.
42-14 is what you had.
Yeah.
So it's already locked in. You can't change it.
It's okay. I'm all right with that one. I'm all right. So
very cool.
Yeah, man. We had some questions. I did put it on eGriz.
Okay, I screenshotted all the ones from X. So I've got all those and a few other ones that I got that people just sent me. So
we have 3 questions on eGriz here.
Holy cow!
What? Did we get more?
Oh, no, I was like, did we get more? I'm trying to. I was trying to, because we're recording. We put it out. I think you put it out Saturday night actually, which is cool.
I tried to do it so it had some more time to get on there. So
I was just trying to see if we had others. No. Okay, cool. I think I got them all then.
All right. So
You're going to eGriz first?
Yeah. Says 701 Griz fan. Gents, do you remember the last time Griz ran 85 or more plays? I think it was the 38-35 victory over the Bison during the Stitz tenure. I don't know, 85 plays. I know the last game we had 78.
I would think
plays.
I would think in Stitz because his goal was to be above 80.
Yeah,
like that was a goal of his, was to have that, not many plays. So it could be.
Yeah. Well, because like last week against Idaho State, it was 78 plays, and that's a lot for Bobby.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of plays. Griz in Minnesota. Now that we are halfway through the season, where do you see the biggest opportunities for improvement for the Griz football coaches, players, social media, and sports information department? Here's a second question here too. For you, it says, for Luke, as a resident in South Dakota, where do you hunt pheasants in South Dakota, or do you hunt whitetails or muleys?
Oh, I have answers to that. I just got your answer though. It was Montana versus Weber State, October 5th, 2024. We ran over 80 plays. We had 82 plays.
Really?
Yeah.
82 plays.
Yeah, 82.
Wow. I would not expect that from Bobby.
Yeah, and then that game against North Dakota, or is it? It doesn't say how many plays we ran. We did win 38-35 though. So okay. Getting back to Minnesota Griz. So like I think our marketing department is killing it. What they did this last week with the Griz, the old school colors, and then the slobbering Griz on the helmet, that took off like wildfire. And then on top of that, this wasn't them, but that dude putting out that video for Skyline last week that was amazing. And then on top of that too, I'm gonna keep going. The stuff they're putting on Instagram, stuff they're putting on X, Facebook, they're doing a good job.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then the stuff that Keaton and them are doing for recruits, like when we had the new jerseys come out, they took that and ran with it and put all the good luck to you, this weekend, and they're doing all that stuff. I mean, for a while there, it was terrible. We weren't doing crap, and now we're doing all this extra stuff and letting them pose the pictures and doing all the fun stuff, if you will, to get them excited about recruiting.
I think what they should do is that every week, like this week is the pink game, right?
Yeah.
So they should be continuing what they're already doing,
right? And
just continue to send those out to the pink game stuff to recruits. They should be sending those out and continuing to work on that.
Yeah.
And what are some of the weekend things that they have? Did they do the military appreciation? Right?
They did do the military appreciation one. And like a few years ago, one thing that they did was with the pink game, they actually had the Griz script, and then they put the pink ribbon, like the breast cancer ribbon behind it. That was cool as heck. Like you don't have to do a ton of weird stuff. You can just do little things like that will do it. So we had Stripe the Stadium, which was cool.
Yep.
So this weekend is the pink one. Last week was Party Like It's 95. Coming up though against Eastern, that is the Native American one. We're doing it's Hall of Fame weekend and the Native American Heritage.
If they did the teal jerseys,
they're not.
They're not going to. But
like what they're gonna
my gosh,
do is, they have this Griz script with the feather underneath it. I bet we put that on our helmets. And it's got the copper and the maroon in it. That's a cool one because it's got copper and maroon in it.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's Montana State. We're playing the Brawl, and it says it's a maroon out. They need to switch that to a
copper out. Yeah.
They need to switch that shit to a copper. Sorry. Switch it to a copper out. Because everybody wants it. So
and I think you do a video leading up to that, like what they've done in the past is do a hype video, right?
Yeah.
Do a hype video for that game. Coaches, I think lean into it, right? Lean into the recruiting, lean into what we need to do. Lean into finding some defensive line play where we can get those guys.
I still see Bobby on there after the game.
Oh man, he's going to guys.
He is. He's going to guys, sweet talking and stuff, whispering in their ears.
Yep.
And that's the thing. It's like now
that's the new age, man.
Well, it is. It's you recruit high school, but you're recruiting other people and stuff that play against or that could possibly go in the transfer portal.
Well, like I think Nuanez had talked about this on his radio station when the Kittens played Oregon. They have like 20 guys designated just for that to locate. Yeah, locate guys that are on the other team and hey, coach, here are the guys that you need to go get it.
Yeah.
So
the Hoosiers beating Oregon. Jesus.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, I was like, dang.
The world is ending. Indiana's like
former James Madison coach. Google me, I win. It's like that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, what was the second part of his question about?
It says, for Luke, as a resident of South Dakota, where do you hunt pheasants in South Dakota, and do you hunt whitetails or muleys?
So, if you want pheasants, the best is like Pierre or East. We used to go back to Miller, South Dakota, all the time. Great pheasant hunting up there. But here's the problem. It is such a big money industry. It is so hard to find public land that have pheasants on it.
Really?
Yeah, it's all private land. And everybody, you have to know somebody, or because it's such big business. Like every farmer and stuff, they used to let you on your land. Now people are coming in from all over to do that. And so even I was doing for a while. I had some friends, the Schaefers up by Miller. It was $100 a gun, and they let us on for the 3 days. We'd go hunt pheasants. I mean, you can still find them, you know, in the wild, but it's mainly private land now. But you know, someone knows somebody, but it's big business. Then as far as hunting, I don't hunt anymore. I mainly just fly fish all the time. But in the hills here, we've got both muleys and whitetails, depending on what you want to go for.
Yeah.
The best though is like, unlike Montana, where you can just, same with our deer hunting and our elk hunting, you can't just go buy a tag over the counter. Like you have to put in the lottery and stuff.
Yeah.
Especially the elk tags in the Black Hills here.
Yeah.
Custer State Park has got some of the best ones. The good thing is with all my fly fishing I do, I love going and finding the elk still. And so I'll go find them early in the morning, find the herds, and then go fly fishing and stuff. And a good buddy of mine that's big in the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, he's like, if I ever get that Custer State Park tag, you're going to show me where they're at. I was like, well, I know right where they're at.
That's awesome. I have a tag for cow elk, so I've got to get out. I've got to get out there and get one. So,
well, my biggest problem is like my wife and I don't like deer meat. I love elk meat, and I've got a buddy here that gets at least a cow or two every year, and he'll even go to Colorado, and he gives me his elk sausage every year, and it's amazing. Shout out!
Yeah, I don't like deer, but I love elk.
Oh my god, elk is so good.
It's so good.
So freaking good.
You add a little bit of fat in there too. It tastes exactly like cow.
All that is so good. It's just love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's mainly if you want to fly fish the hills ever, let me know. There's awesome spots all over the place. Like we have spots you can catch cutthroat. There's tiger trout. There's brooks. There's brown trout areas. There's places you can go catch rainbows. Like, and the cool thing is like depending on what you want to catch, I take you to a different part.
That's awesome.
Like depending on where you're at, like those trout are more prominent there and stuff. And
that's awesome.
It's a great fishery. Yeah. The Black Hills suck. Don't come. The Black Hills suck. Your friends. It's pretty neat, all the different fisheries that we have here. Because when I first moved, I thought, no, these aren't rivers. Because it wasn't like the Blackfoot or the Crook Fork or the Bitter at growing up in Missoula. Move out here and we got these little creeks, but it's much more stealthy fishing, and you're using 3 weights and stuff. It's pretty cool. So
nice.
Thanks for
this one. I'm going to tell my wife about this one. Beware the D. So remember when he said, what should he do for a newborn?
Oh, yeah.
So he says, gentlemen, I apologize that I haven't posted my question in a few weeks. After the Idaho game, I was sentenced to 2 weeks in the doghouse.
Oh, shoot.
I tried my best, but it was the way she goes. And then he says, just kidding. I executed my late night arrival to perfection. He says, how do you interpret the Griz tendencies for slow starts and ugly wins? Do you take that as a positive sign of resilience, a cause of concern, or somewhere in between? Personally, I appreciate the team's ability to grind out wins under pressure, but I'm still a bit uneasy about the offensive line's consistency. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If the FCS had a trade deadline, let's answer that one first. So, okay. I would say I love seeing the resiliency of the guys. That's going to help us in a dogfight with a high competitive team where there's no quit. I think getting down the line, I think we said this earlier in the pod, if this becomes a habit of us doing that, that's when I'm going to start worrying about, hey, well, this is becoming a habit and not just something that just happened once in a while. I've got to see that going forward, that we start putting a full game, because when we, play the kittens, when we play the jacks, when we play the bison, we're going to need a full game. Mm-hmm. So
there's weird ass conspiracy theories out there that Bobby wants it like this, that like he likes seeing our team down, and that, do we have the resilience to be a championship team and come back and win? I think that's a bunch of BS. I think it's just, these kids are, 19, 20, 21, 22, at the oldest 23-year-olds. And, sometimes you have an off game, or I think I said this last year. I was like, your girlfriend broke up with you, or you made a bad choice and you went out and got all smashed the night before because you're like, we're playing Cal Poly, we'll kick these guys' butts, let's party. And I mean, like, college kids do dumb stuff. I mean, I still do dumb things. It's like, you know,
all the time.
So that could be part of it, but like the good thing is like, we always hear this, you know, people say it. It's like losing's easy, winning's hard.
Yeah,
and they are showing that resilience. Now, my blood pressure can't take it.
Oh my gosh,
I hate it. Like, I wish every game was a blowout, but it's nice to see that we're able to turn it on when we need to and make the plays. And two, when we have the opposite, like your defense steps up this game, it takes care of business. Idaho State, our offense stepped up and took care of business, you know, and so like we're playing very good complementary football where we're actually taking care of each other on both sides of the ball. And when they can finally put the four quarters together, watch out. Like, so I'm hoping that this is all leading up to that Cat game, and that's when we put the four quarters together and we shut their mouths up and just. I'd love to see another 37-7 like the last time we played at home.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. His second question here: if the FCS had a trade deadline, who are we trading for? Who do we have to give up for this trade?
Trade deadline. Like,
so like if we want to go out and get somebody for our team.
Like, I know a lot of people last week were like, get that D tackle from Idaho State. Here's they're not going to like this answer. I'm going to say you don't trade for anybody. This team, they like each other so much, and they like it's almost like the Sac State thing. You bring in these hired guns, and are they going to do okay? The reason this team is gelling so well is because most of them came in spring, and they spent all summer together getting to know each other, so they trust each other, and they want to win for each other. Where you bring that other player in, what are they going to do? So here's my example of this whole thing.
Yeah.
You watch the movie Miracle,
Yep.
And all of a sudden they bring this hot shot player in, and they're like, "What the hell?
Yep.
Like, we're a team, we're a family. Why are you bringing him on all of a sudden?" It's like it can throw off everything. So the last thing I think you do is do that in, bring this hired gun in. When you have these teams this true team and family that are playing together, and that's what we were saying at the beginning of the pod. We said they really truly love playing with each other, and you can see it on the sidelines, the way they interact, all this stuff. The way they even watch like on X, like if anybody posts something, they're all liking each other's stuff. I mean, these guys like playing with each other, and you don't want to mess that up. That's
I would agree with you. I would say if I want to be different than you, I would say maybe you look for a cornerback, but I don't know who you'd go and get. Like,
I don't know.
Does someone have a lockdown corner that like?
Well, and who do you trade for with? It's
I know, right? You don't. I don't think you would trade any of your big person for that.
You know, all of a sudden we go, okay, we give you, let's say Jones, who's a great, or Finoti, because they need a running back, and we go, okay, you give us a D tackle or a. I don't think so. Like you.
No.
Yeah. It's a wild question, but I
think you give up anything.
Do it. This team is gelling and we're winning. We're 6-0. Hell no. Someone else is going to want to give us their problem. I don't want their problem.
No. We know where our problem is, and I think our problems are getting less and less each game. If we continue getting better and better, I think it's going to be just fine.
Yeah, and the key is playing with each other so you can start trusting your teammates.
Yep. Cool. That's all for
you bring in somebody like that. All of a sudden, everybody's going, "Oh, she's I next to get traded? Am I next?" This isn't pro. That's why there's a difference between pro and college.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Okay, so that was all the questions on there. All right, so quickly wanted to give a shout out to Tad Brennan. He sent me some pictures of the game this last week, and one of them, Lilu, is used as the background picture for our graphic this week. So,
awesome!
Appreciate that, Tad. You sent us the picture from the game. So, all right. As far as questions, before we get to questions, love Bridger and Zachary Lord, both posting from Boston and showing their colors and stuff. I was actually didn't even get my flag up because I was winterizing the camper, so I took a quick screenshot of myself. I'm winterizing, but I got got the old school colors on. So, all right. First question comes from Scooby. He says, Lawler seems to be improving slowly, not perfect, but getting better.
Yep.
Second in Big Sky with PBUs. Thoughts on the secondary maturing? Thoughts on successful halftime adjustments this year? Been spectacular. We definitely have been that second half team this year.
Oh, yeah. And I think what we saw this week really worked. Yeah, I think you can say, well, the first half we gave up a lot of yards. Well, yeah, but we didn't give up any big scores. No. And in the second half, we locked down in it, and it was awesome.
And we were getting interceptions and stuff. And I mean, we are playing a little bit more zone, but we're playing man too. We're trusting these guys. And like we said the week before, I thought Cal Poly was going to put points up on us. Like I
did too.
Like they have the best receiver, and they were putting points up against Davis and other people, and we locked it down. It was I was impressed. So
I think that we're going to keep on seeing, and we need to keep on seeing that improvement. But I think that, man, I'm just excited of how we're growing and what that's going to look like when Loud comes back.
Yeah, that's the thing. When Loud comes back, it's just even better.
It is.
So, and then Royce, he got his question answered by Tripp, but I'll say it anyways. Bidwell, he says, the Griz defense play linebackers and safeties in zone, and cornerbacks in man, or mix up coverage schemes frequently.
Yeah, so Lawler was playing man. They were playing zone on Prince's side, but also Micah Harper was playing man to man as well at some times. That's what I saw.
Man zone free, and they were running some. Yeah, I mean they were mixing it up definitely.
Yeah,
because like when Prince got his interception, he was doing zone at that point.
Zone, yeah,
so, which I think he does better in zone. So it's like play to whoever their strengths, and
exactly
Lawler man up. I think that's great to see that. So
well, and I think with being able to see Gentry and Beaner out there, I think that's just going to help for the following years.
Oh yeah,
I think it's awesome to see those guys out there.
Yeah, you want to get them experience and stuff.
Exactly, kind of like what Loud did, right? He got thrown in there last year, and see the huge improvement. Like, man, that's just we got to keep on developing those guys. That's a key role for our defense. We've got to have shut down corners that can be on islands.
Yeah, that was even key. So that was even key back when Bobby 1.0 with Johnson and stuff. Like that's what he likes. He likes having that down corner on islands. So cool. All right. So this is Nelson at Nelson Big Sam 94. So he says one of our biggest advantages for years was the crowd noise and causing false starts. But with the new helmet mics, do you think that's why we haven't had as many this year? I don't think it's the helmet mics. I think teams are preparing for us more, and they're going off that clap, which can be easier than doing the hut. But I think this weekend we have a good chance to make them have a bunch of false starts. Like this team has not played in front of big crowds like this.
Well, and if you look at the quarterbacks when they're getting them, they're getting the call, but they're still having to go like this to hear, even if they do, and they don't have it for the whole time. I think it's like 15 seconds, right?
Yeah, once the play clock hits 15 seconds, it shuts it off.
Yeah, and so the crowd noise is still going to be a part of that because when they hike, you're hiking the ball, it's not on the cue of the
I think some of it's just the coaches. The line's been holding their water a little bit better this year, but this again, Sacred Heart. I think they're going to have an issue with it.
They're going to have a lot of issues. Yeah, I think it's not a problem. I think more of the stunting on the defensive side is something that I would look at more than just just with the different rules with the stunting.
Yeah, you can't.
We used to be able to. Yeah, we used to move a little bit more than on the pre-snap. And we still do, but it's less jerky and less all over the place.
Yeah.
So I think that's more.
We're worried about getting penalized on that.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So Royce Bidwell has another question. He says it's looking like Loud's injury is gradually turning into a positive, like you were saying earlier.
Yep.
Lawler is playing like a cornerback number one now. Do the Griz have two CB1s upon Loud returning? I think so. Yeah. Like, I think you got Lawler and Loud out there once he's back. But then, we have Ford as a backup, and you got Gentry who we can hopefully roll in and get some more. So it allows us to build some guys and stuff and get them more playing time. And, we need Loud healthy later on.
Yes. Don't play him until you have to.
Yeah. Like until he feels 100%.
Yeah.
And to your point, Adam, you were saying this earlier, it's making Lawler step up. You can tell when Loud got hurt how close him and Lawler are.
Yeah.
So now, he's stepping up to be that guy, and he's just getting better. And it's just I think we'll see the fruits of that later on this season.
I think so too. I think it's going to pay off in the long run.
And then Jamie had a question, Robinson, which she's already gotten answered, but I'm just going to answer it. You notice CP horrible initials switch QBs? What was that all about? Looked like it was number 6, but according to the roster, it's a cornerback. She just had the wrong number. But so when they switched to Bo Kelly,
yeah,
I didn't get it. I was like, what are they doing? Like the other guy was the better quarterback. I mean, even though we thought, and I think the team planned for Bo Kelly to be playing, he's not the better quarterback. And then they switched back again. So I
don't know if he just got healthy and they just went with him. I don't know. It was weird. I was like, oh, who is this guy? Because they started talking about the quarterback, and I'm like,
yeah. I think they pulled him because of the picks. But again, that was not the right move. He was the better quarterback.
But when they did it, though, it was a pivotal part of that game when they pulled him out.
I was like, awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was the same way. I was like, yes.
Yeah, that was wild. I don't know why teams. Well, why did we do that last year? I don't know.
No, yeah.
Thank God we're not doing that this year.
I know, right?
Okay, so Bridger's got a question. He says, "Wow, I can't believe we are already halfway through the regular season." Yeah, it's week 8. It's blows my mind.
Yes, 6-0. Got 6 more.
He said, this is a good question. He goes, what are the best position groups or individuals we faced so far this year based on how they played? I can't even talk. Based on how they played the Griz.
I think I was really impressed with Idaho State's wide receivers.
I was impressed with their D-line, too.
And their D-line, yep. I was really impressed with UND's quarterback.
Yeah,
Kaminsky was really good.
Their offensive line and defensive line, I thought, were really good.
Really good.
Really good.
Yep. Let's see. I thought Idaho's, quarterback was okay.
I was going to say, I thought Central Washington's quarterback was pretty good. For D2?
For D2, he was good, yeah.
I thought were pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But by far, I would say UND was the best team we played all year.
Oh, yeah. Hands down. Not even close.
That is a good football team. And I'm excited to see. I keep checking the MVC schedule.
Yeah.
They're not I'm waiting for them to play the Bison and the Jacks because it's in. It's got to be.
They're the last couple weekends they play.
The last couple weekends. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to look up their next week games because they've got to be playing some. I know that North Dakota State played Southern Illinois, but they blitzed them out.
Yeah. It was close in the beginning, and then they, as they usually do.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Bison will be close, and then they just walk away.
So this next week, that's the 18th. Yep. So you got, North Dakota State plays Indiana State.
No, I looked at it because I was going to have us pick those games, and I was like, no, we're not picking those games.
South Dakota, Northern Iowa, Youngstown State, Illinois State, North Dakota, Southern Illinois could be a good game.
Yeah, it could be. UND, yeah.
UND, and then South Dakota, Murray State. No, that's going to be a slaughter.
Yeah. It's not till week 9. That we're picking that game next week.
So North Dakota State, South Dakota State.
That's South Dakota State. That will be picking for sure.
Yep.
And then week 10, you got that's just North Dakota, South Dakota. That's nothing. I think it's week 11.
Yeah, but you got on week 10, you got North Dakota State and Youngstown State. Youngstown State's not a slouch by any means.
It's at Bison, but the week after that's the game I'm interested in. It's North Dakota State at North Dakota.
Yeah.
And then week 12 is when it's no, not that. It's week 13. Must be week 13. Yeah, week 13 is the Jacks versus North Dakota.
Yeah.
So those are all interesting games.
Yeah.
So when those games come, we'll be picking those games.
All right.
That'll be dang good. So let me jump back to the questions here. He had a second half part of the question.
Okay.
Which says, if you could pick one individual per position group to transfer to Griz next season, who would that be? Boy,
what do you mean on
against our opponents, like to get them to transfer? They like Gale and people like that. So like that D tackle from Idaho State, but he's a senior.
Yeah.
I
would say any of North Dakota's linemen.
Yeah.
That they had. Defensive linemen on there were good.
I would also say that, not that he did as great as I thought he would be. That 60 for Cal Poly was really good.
Yeah.
But they did good. They did it. So their D tackles did a good job. Even the old long hair guy. They did a good job in the middle there, stopping the run.
Yeah. For most of the game until.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'd take Briscoe if he wants to come play. I think he's a senior though.
He is a senior.
Like, he can play wide receiver for us.
What about their Idaho State's wide receiver, that Salicali or whatever that was on the
Nunale?
No, the taller white guy that's like 6'6". He's on their track and field team.
Oh, the one that could do the high jump, 7-foot high jump.
Yeah,
it'd be all right.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
That, yeah.
I'm so happy with our guys. Like
I am too, and I feel like I'm cheating on them when I'm like trying to like pick against them.
That's funny. All right, Bridger's got another question. He says, second half Griz this whole season could go toe to toe with anyone, but first half Griz might be a bubble at best. How do we fix that?
Yes, we're the same. Or we've been talking about that this episode. Like. We've got to stop. We got to stop. We got to put a whole
wake
game
up and come, play all 4 quarters, not just. I mean, the good thing is the adjustments that we're making at halftime have been solid on the offense and the defense.
Is it? And here's a question for you: is it just who we're playing to that we're playing down to them?
Well, and that's another thing. Like sometimes teams do that. You play down to a team, or like that. That is
real.
So true. It is a real thing. Like. I mean, for anybody, like I know sometimes when I play golf, if I'm playing with a bunch of guys that are really good, all of a sudden I'm like, Jesus, I'm playing awesome. If you play with a bunch of duffers, it's like, man, why am I playing so bad today?
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's for anything to be that. It is a real thing.
Yep.
Second part of that, he says we may just need to post the kickoff time in the locker room because there might be some confusion that the games don't start till the second half. I like that.
That is awesome.
All right, Clayton, he says, what has changed with the O-line to make running between the tackles so difficult?
Oh, my gosh.
Like we could run outside and do well, but we're too stubborn to keep doing it. Once the D was worn down, we had more success. Now, this is something I mentioned in the game. Like, why don't we widen our that one
last year? Yeah.
We widened our stances. I think 23.
Yeah, 23, yeah.
We widened our stances to spread the defense out a little bit, and it opened up running lanes and stuff. Yeah. Cliff, because Cliff was such a good runner, but our running back too, even Eli. And it's like, why don't we widen our stances just a little bit if we need to, if that's going to help us out with both running and pass protection. So,
and it's not like we're horrible at pass protection.
No,
but we're still. I think we still
be better. We're still. There's times we're missing blocks, and I think it's just assignments. It's calling the wrong blocking assignments and stuff. But
I know that Ayat's been sacked probably, like, if I look at it, it's probably the top.
He's also Ayat's been killing it and getting away from guys. There's times when he could get sacked and he's shrugging guys off and looking downfield and making plays. Like that dude is he's got ice in his veins, man. Like he is a killer out there. Like to see how well he's doing, like I'm telling you, I think he might be the best quarterback in the Big Sky. Like
I don't think you who would you go against him with? The Lamson guy?
I don't know. I haven't watched him play.
I haven't watched him, so I wouldn't know.
I think he is. I think he's the best in the Big Sky. He's got to be one of the top ones in the whole nation. Like he is.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, like he's got that sixth sense to like move this way, move that way, but like again, we're used to see him want to run. Now he's sending it downfield and he's accurate. And that was what was bothering me in the first half. Those guys were dropping balls. And I'm like, come on. Yep. And that one to Rocker. Oh my God. Like the timing was so close. It was just out of his fingertips. Like we're so close. As the timing gets better and stuff, man, like we're going to even see more big plays.
I'm trying to find sacks for defense. Total offense, all purpose. Sorry.
You're good. Well, you're doing that. I did like Sam Herder put out his votes for this week, and I thought his is the most solid top.
His is always really solid.
So he's got, I'm just going to read it off real quick. So just the top 10 here. So he's got North Dakota State 1, South Dakota State 2, Griz at 3, Montana State 4, Tarleton 5, UND 6, Davis at 7, Southern Illinois 8, Tennessee Tech 9, and Lehigh at 10, which makes
pretty good.
There was some other jackass that had like Harvard at 3. I'm like, what are you doing?
What?
Yeah, there's just some of these people that get to vote on this. You see it and you're like, what are you smoking, dude?
Yeah. And Harvard might be really good.
They are good, but they're not competing with, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
So keep going because there's like 50 pages and I'm like, no.
Okay. Well, I got another question here. We'll just we can just move on from that one.
Yeah.
So Zachary Lord, he says, I'm getting a little tired. I like this. I'm getting a little tired of these resilient, come from behind, character building wins. Can we just start beating up on teams and stem out of the stern already? This team is stressing me out. I totally agree.
Second that motion.
It's like just blow them out. Like we have the ability.
My health. I have high blood pressure, guys. I can't do this anymore. I really do.
It's I tell you what, it's fun if you wear your Apple Watch and you get to see your blood.
Oh my gosh.
Jump in front of it. It's like, come on. Like, I agree. We got to put 4 quarters together. Like, luckily,
we have to.
We're building towards it. And this game, like this week too, we're going to play a lot of people. I hope we get to play everybody.
Yeah.
But we need to put 4 quarters together in his Sac State. They're going to get up for us in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be what their coach is going to do, because their season's been dog shit, is he's going to go, we got to beat the Griz. That's going to be his. They're trying to put their crown on that whole thing. And that's what everybody does, is they want to, if we can just beat Montana. And we've heard that too from like Gale and Wortham that have come in, and even Wing, like, Montana week, that's like the biggest week of the year for us. It's like they can beat us. It's their Super Bowl, if you will.
Exactly. Yep.
So, okay. This is the one question I was really excited about. Great question. Also from Zachary Lord. So, I got to check one thing before I answer it. He didn't mention it back to me, so I'm going to just roll with this.
Okay.
Okay. So he's traveling to Missoula with his 12-year-old son, 4th generation Griz fan, for the Eastern Washington game for his first Washington Grizzly experience.
Oh, awesome.
He said, what are the must-dos so he gets the full experience? He goes, Paul's Pancake Parlor, tailgates, stadium personal pan pizza are all on the agenda. So other things that he needs to do. And I don't know if you saw this, but I've already been thinking about this. So you need to do a couple things on at the game. You need to go do the Griz walk and be there early so you can get up front, because the players and how can everybody be slapping his hands.
Yep.
And if you're going to get there earlier to do that, go ahead and go inside and walk the Hall of Champions.
That would be cool. Yeah.
That is so cool. You get to see like all the former, like the trophies and like former Griz, and not just football. It's got everything in there. So like that Hall of Champions is just awesome to see.
Yep. I would say also with the band too, right? Go by the RVs where they have all the RVs and the tailgates.
Well, and the Griz walk, the band will be there too, like farther down before you go, and that's huge. And then the other thing I would say, go to the Oval, like take him to the Oval, see the bear out there, see M Hall, like that's cool. Yeah, if you feel and he feels like hiking, hike the M. Like,
there you go.
That's a must. I think
that's a must.
I did it last year. I was just like, my wife goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, she's like, "I'm going back to bed." That's so I went and hiked the M in the morning. This has been a while since, and you get such a cool view of the stadium and stuff up there too.
And you get a good workout. So
yeah, exactly. Get a little workout in. Other things I think that I would totally recommend is go to Southgate Mall and go to Hoagieville and get yourself some cheese fries. Like those are money. Love the cheese fries. If you're downtown, like I know it sounds cliche, but go to the carousel. Like that used to be like my daughter's favorite thing for Griz games. We go check out the carousel and ride the carousel.
That's awesome.
And then since you're down there, and if you like barbecue, go check out Notorious PIG. Like that is legit. We even found out that our coaching staff likes to take players there on recruiting trips to the Notorious PIG
awesome.
and stuff. So that's pretty cool. What else? Like those are all like the big ones, but
yeah.
What else you got?
You had a lot of mine that I was going to say that the Griz walk is important. I would just go in early and just watch warm-ups.
The bookstore too. Like go hit the bookstore up for the stuff. But yeah, rather than hanging at the tailgates, like go see everybody's tailgate. Like go by if Brian Hunt's, like he's right there at the beginning. He'll get you. Well, Zach.
If he has a kid there, it might not be.
No, it's okay. Zach can have one, but then taken by Brent's tailgate, he'd love to see you too.
Yeah.
If you want to get some of those, but then like you were saying, going early, you can watch all the position groups warm up. I still do that. Like,
I love doing that.
I like to go in early to watch the guys warming up. Like it's all part of the experience.
I love going in early and just listening and watching them warm up, but also just listen to Riley.
Oh yeah,
but that is awesome too.
Also in the Adams Center, if you get there, if you go right to the ticket booth, to the right of the ticket booth, this is where they have all the posters for all the teams, and so you can get like the Griz poster, or like if you want any of the other teams, they have posters there. Load up on the posters, like just go get them and take them back home. Like that's always fun. And then once the game is over,
go down on the field,
and get signatures. Like the players love doing it. Go see Brooks Davis and tell him how awesome he is, and tell him, the Griz Fan Pod says hi.
Yeah.
Go. The players love it. Go do that. Like that is.
You can fight on Montana.
You said
Griz Fan Pod.
Oh my God. Sorry. Fight on Montana. I'm all over the damn place. Sorry. Fight on Montana.
That's funny.
But like go see all the players. Like they'll take pictures with you and stuff, and like sign stuff, and they love it. So I would definitely do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because I think did he say how old his son
12.
was?
He's 12.
Oh yeah, he would love that.
Yeah. Oh, and you got to go to Shields too. So Shields in Missoula now. You can go see the Lego Monty. That thing is awesome. Like,
I haven't been.
Full-size Monty built out of Legos. It is so cool, and they have a bunch of good gear down there and stuff too. Like it's tons of good gear.
That's awesome.
And then if you want a cheeseburger, go take it to the Mo Club. Like I know it's a bar, but like you can take kids in there if it's in the afternoon. Like that's no big deal.
Yeah.
So go get a Mo burger. I love it with the pepper jack cheese. Like that's my favorite.
I love pepper jack.
Now I'm just like, man, I gotta go back. Like I can't wait.
I gotta go get some food, man. I'm getting hungry.
I'm gonna have to stop in. Like when I go there, when I drive through Missoula, I was hoping there'd be a game, but it's the Sac State game. But I'll be back for the Griz Cat game. So
nice.
But that's a lot of stuff. What I'd like to say this though, Griz fans, Griz Nation, go to our page and Fight on Montana and look below the questions. You'll see Zachary's post stuff to him, like message.
Definitely.
Say, hey, here's what you should do and stuff. Because we have a couple of weeks, like it's the Eastern Washington game, so there's like 3 weeks leading up to this. Let's give him some stuff to do.
Exactly. Help him out.
Yeah, I mean, if it was earlier, I'd say like go float the river too, or.
Yeah, that might be a little icy. Little chilly.
But, yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
All right. I think there's a couple more questions here.
Okay.
Let me look here. Okay, Tad, who gave me that picture my daughter Lilu used for the graphic this week, he says, here's a question. After 6 games in, why is our secondary still getting scorched? It was better, but still flawed. This whole game was a bit flawed. I hope we can start playing a full game soon, which we agree with. I thought they played a lot better this game, though. 4 picks and stuff. Like, there was a few big plays downfield, but not as many as I thought there would be.
Well, and you look at it, though, like the second half, like that was shut down. The first half, we had they already know that the short slant routes were going to be key for them, and they tried getting us a couple of long passes like that Briscoe one, 33 yards. But I felt like it was a little bit better than what it was in Idaho State.
Yeah,
we were getting scorched there. I wouldn't say it was scorched. It was a lot more yards than we were used to, but I thought it was better. But that's just me.
I'd say scorched against Idaho State, but much better. Like way more improved. Like we said, Lawler's settling in and stuff. Way more improved.
Yep.
So, all right. Royce has got another question. He says, new spin for our podcasters. One player each from our opponent's offense and defense. What would help the Griz the most if you could get the Griz could get them? We kind of answered that a little earlier. We were talking about like that trade thing, but
okay.
I think like that number 60 that was the D tackle or like one of the D linemen from Idaho State would be nice just to get depth on our defensive line.
Yeah. Or even like what about the guy from Cal Poly? With this big long hair, 60 was it 60 that he was?
97.
97.
He was there, yeah, no, that was 97. Yeah. He was just beefy in the center, but
yeah.
I
don't think you get anybody. I just don't think we've played anybody that like where we need help at where we don't.
After we play North Dakota State, I'll be like, okay, this is what I want from
yeah.
But at the same time, like we said earlier, like I think our team's gelling, and like it's like don't screw that up.
Yeah.
Peyton Wing got defensive player of the game, 7 tackles, 1 QB hurry.
That's awesome.
Oh, did you see this? So Zach Clinch shared this. This was at the homecoming parade. Saint Dave, the patron saint of Montana.
Yeah, I saw that.
They posted like this AI picture of Dave Dickinson and like holding up his 2 fingers like he's Jesus or something, and then he's holding this. It says Don Reed's Book of Knowledge. Like I was just like, oh my good Lord! Like some of the stuff people are coming up with AI just blows my mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's hear what else. Okay. I don't know if we got any more questions, but there's a 2025 team signed throwback helmet that's starting off at $1,500 in the auction. You can buy any of the helmets right away. There's 56 of them for $1,000 a piece. Jeez. So if you get $1,000, you want to buy it instantly, you can. Let's see here. The Dave Dickinson helmet. Did I get that one? I think that one's starting off at $1,000 too. But
hopefully, and this all goes to GSA and NIL, right?
Yeah, all of it does. Yep.
So,
okay, here I got some more. Blake Hempstead. Why isn't there a video of the bulging feller bouncing like a half full bobber in the Clark Fork today? Oh shoot, he's talking about Brent. He's talking about Brent. So Brent, their podcast said he'd swim in the Clark Fork again if the Mariners won, and they did. So,
okay, I was like, I don't have
commenting on a post that I had, and he was, my bad. Okay, so Montanimal, this is Shay. He says, what are your thoughts on halftime adjustments? Do you think we just wear teams down over the course of the game? These starts are killing me. He was just mad at always saying we are a second half team. Love the retro, love the pod. So appreciate it, man. Appreciate you listening. Yeah, it's killing all of us.
It's killing all of us. I think that it's twofold. Like we do wear teams down. I think we wore their defensive line down, and that's why we were getting some of those holes.
That's where we started getting the run game.
Yeah. So I just know that we can't do that with better teams.
No.
We got to stop that.
It's part of our game. Like against some of these where we can, we have the depth and stuff but I agree with you. If we do this against other teams, we'll have to come back like we did in the 4th against UND, which we don't want. We need to start putting teams away early. Because and also too, you do that, then you don't have to play your guys for so long.
Exactly.
I'm not going to read off Craig Haley's top 10, but I did want to bring this up.
Oh, just do it, dude. So let's do it. Do it. Okay. I want to hear it.
So here, the reason he put this out is the NCAA FCS Playoff Selection Committee will be releasing an in-season top 10.
Oh, yeah, that's next week, isn't it?
It's this
Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah, during the College Football Live broadcast at 2 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. So that is 1:12. So noon Mountain Time. And so Haley put out his projected top 10. He's got Bison 1, Jacks 2, Tarleton State 3, Montana State 4, Griz 5, Davis 6, Lehigh 7, North Dakota 8, Monmouth 9, and Tennessee Tech 10.
He's an idiot.
He's smoking that crack there, buddy.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Jesus. Meth.
Tarleton State. Are you serious?
I mean, the fact that I'd be offended as the Cats. The fact that he's got them above both of us is BS. Like
So
they should be fifth.
Tarleton State football they're actually going to play somebody here in the next week or so.
Yeah.
What they've got, they got to play West Georgia this week.
Who?
And West Georgia.
Yeah, who?
Yeah, I know, but it's in their league. That's who they got. You know, they got West Georgia, Eastern Kentucky.
Eastern Kentucky can be good.
And then ACU, North Alabama, and then they finish with Austin P, which Austin P is
they just lost.
So, did they really?
Yeah, they lost last weekend. Austin
to
P.
who?
Oh, I can't remember, but I was surprised.
Wow.
So yeah, they're not playing anybody.
They lost to Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah.
So
Eastern Kentucky is the one I think that could take Tarleton down, in my opinion. So
yeah, 3-3.
We'll see.
They play in the whatever the WAC or SWAC or United Athletic Conference. That's basically being gutted. So,
but either way, so this will be in our pod next week when we have our what we missed, because this is coming out in the middle of the week, is the whole top 10 from the FCS committee. So we'll see. I hope they look more at Herder's list, because I feel like his is more accurate.
Yeah, and I understand like why you would put. No, I don't.
Haley just does it to piss people off to get clicks. That's all he does. He knows it's going to fire up both the Cats and the Griz and get a bunch of clicks on his stuff. Like he's flat out basically said that before. So, here's something else I just saw that I wanted to bring up. So, James Franklin, a lot of coaches are getting fired. So the Penn State fired James Franklin, and so he's getting, he gets his money because he's like guaranteed contract. He's getting this buyout. So I just thought this was interesting. So James Franklin will make 25 cents per second, $15.22 cents per minute, $913 per hour, $21,917 per day, $158,000 per week, and $666,000 and $700,000 per month until 2031.
Till 2031?
Until 2031.
How much is he getting in a buyout?
It's hundreds of millions. It's ridiculous. It's less than Jimbo Fisher, but it's close.
He's getting more than $100 million.
No, it's not that much, but it's it's still every month he's making $666,000.
Gee, he doesn't have to coach the rest of his life.
I bet he will, but it's just it's ridiculous, some of these buyouts. Like, that's just showing you like the money that they have up there, and this is why I wanted to bring it up. We tried to raise money to get our little bubble and get lights, and and we feel like the Griz are big time in FCS, which we are, but that
not even close.
That group of 5 level up there, money up there is so ridiculous. That's why it won't surprise me if they separate to their own thing. Because even think about the MAC teams and the difference, or like even your San Jose States and the Mountain West schools, and like how do you compete with that?
Well, I saw a article on ESPN about the Big Ten selling their media rights for something crazy like $2 billion. Let's see if I can find it. But they already, I'll have to find it.
$49 million is what he got bought out for.
$49 million.
$49 million. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That is nuts.
Yeah.
Because he probably just signed.
Well, I didn't think he was going anywhere. And then, they had this all national championship hopes, and you lose 3 games and
3 games in a row. Yeah, and they lose to the Northwestern, and you got
I always thought
that's
he was a
nuts.
Yeah, pretty wild.
I thought it was too.
I'm just checking if I got any more. Sorry. Sometimes we get last minute questions that pop up here. I'm not seeing any. other questions. Oh man, this is a cool picture. Unbeaten. All right, I'm gonna hold it up for the viewing audience. Look at that. That is all the wide receivers in their gear after the game, posing.
What's that? I didn't see it. Sorry.
Oh, here. Sorry, I'll hold it up again.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, posing after the game. That's way cool.
So this is what I was reading. Big Ten closes in on $2 billion capital agreement.
$2 billion.
$2 billion. So the Big Ten is closing in on a capital agreement that will infuse league schools with more than $2 billion. So that's just capital, like
that's wild.
Yeah.
Well, here's something. There's more.
So they're calling for a new entity, Big Ten Enterprises.
I can't even wrap my mind around that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, back to Griz news. Dawson Hammond just committed to the Griz. Is an athlete out of Malta, Montana. Love seeing that small town kid.
Oh, that is awesome.
Hell yeah.
We've got to be getting some good. I know that we had a lineman that committed too.
It's nice to see. We're starting to get these posts again from Caton that are, Griz Bang posts again and stuff. Because we're starting to sign guys. And there's been the cool thing is too, we've been seeing tons of recruits posting pictures and stuff at the games.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's been awesome.
So let's see who commented on it. I don't know if I.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're getting all sorts of people's votes. Another one is Bison, Jacks, Charlton, Griz, Cats, then Lehigh, then Davis.
Huh.
It'll be interesting to see what comes out.
Well, I can't find who we got a commitment as, but we did get one that was a offensive lineman, so I'll have to find it.
Oh yeah, he was the kid from Iowa.
Yeah, the Iowa guy. Yeah,
yeah, yep. He was from Ankeny, Iowa. Yeah, that was awesome. That was a nice. Yeah. We flipped him. He was committed to Columbia.
Exactly, that's the guy. Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking that because Iowa's part of our area, and that's Ankeny. I was like, oh yeah, we got lumberyards up there. So
nice.
Yeah, very cool.
Cool, man. Is that all the questions?
That is all the questions. Yes.
Awesome.
I think I got them all. If we missed somebody, I'm sorry. I tried to screenshot whether they're texts or like the Facebook Messenger or X or whatever. We try to screenshot them, but if we missed somebody, we apologize. Hit us back up and we'll catch it on what we missed.
Exactly. Well, guys, if you guys want to get a hold of us, definitely get us on Twitter. You can get us on Instagram as well. You can even try to comment on YouTube, where you can find this on the FCS Fans Nation Network YouTube page. You can get us there as well. We try to comment back and forth on there as well. Some of them I will get in fights with, and but yeah. So definitely get us a hold of there. We do want what we missed. Give us what we missed. We would love to have that. Give you a shout out on there as well. I'll try to do a screenshot so that when we get those, we can put them up there. So we're making it a segment to give you guys some shout outs. So we definitely appreciate you guys listening. We get messages all the time of, hey, I love the podcast. We love hearing that. If you love the podcast, make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. That helps us out a lot, and get a hold of us. So we'd love to hear you.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you all for listening. Yeah. I put a little post out this week that was like, appreciate it, because we really do appreciate you guys listening, and the fact that you like this, and
that's why we do it.
Griz Nation is like a special thing, and we're all lucky that we have all this stuff. So thank you.
Exactly. And until next week, we will see you then, and go Griz.
Heck yeah, go Griz.